The tragedy in life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach. The galaxy of intellectuals, reverend members of school management board, invited guests, loving parents, and my dear fellow students, a very pleasant morning to you all. I heartily welcome you all to the Career Fair 2021 Day 2. A career decision is something that is always going to stick with you and is going to define the way your life pans out. It is of the utmost importance that we make a decision at the right time and a right decision at that. Career Fair makes students of the senior school who are at the threshold of choosing their career ready.
Human needs are never satisfied. Commerce tries to please these never-ending wants and raise the living standards. To acquaint us with some outstanding career opportunities in commerce, let's welcome our first segment of the day. We are starting the Career Fair of Right with a keynote featuring honored panelist Mr. Shashank Agarwal, Chartered Accountant, ex-chairman NIRC of CA Institute. Sir has a wide experience as a chartered accountant. To understand some prospects of chartered accountancy, company secretary, and chartered financial analyst, and some best tips and tricks, let's attend the keynote address of Mr. Shashank Agarwal.
Hello friends, today I am invited here to give you a brief about CA course in your career counseling program. Chartered Accountancy. If you just read about the history, so CA course has been enacted before the Constitution of India enacted. It's in 1949. Everybody was there in a need for an audit, need for a verification, need for vouching each and every transaction of the government and all the companies around the country. CA course is looking like a tough course by many students, what we have observed in our past. But believe me, it is a course of hard work, consistency and discipline. It is not the course for who really feel that we are smart and we can easily crack this course without studying. It's a course requires a dedication. CA course is a very beautiful course which empowers you on the daily basis of skill development. You are actually working upon yourself without thinking that your skills will be required by any other person. These skills are basic skills required to live your life independently and always feel like an entrepreneur in whole your life. It is the best skills around the world. We are already the largest accounting body in the world. And there are very few courses around the world who can actually compete us. We are one of the beautiful courses, and it gives us so much financial literacy about accounting, finance, budgeting. So you have all the options in your hand after clearing these exams. Either you set up a business practice and consultancy, set up an auditing practice, or doing a job in India, around the world, MNCs. Everybody is like with their open handeds inviting all the students who has cleared this chartered accountancy course. And believe me, there is no shortage of the job vacancies for any chartered accountant. And right now, there are so many students enrolled in COVID pandemic times because everybody is learning through videos, through online mode, and CA is one of the finest course to read upon because it really doesn't want you to come to the class. It just wants you just go to the CA office, empower yourself with the trainings and skills given by your principal, and study at home and do continuous study. And whatever your guidance, we are always there. This organization.
A highly enlightening presentation. After getting guidance from Mr. Shashank Agarwal, it is imperative to know about eligibility and admission criteria. To gain more insight into the eligibility criteria, universities, and remuneration related to the field of CA, CS, and CFA, let's have a look at the PPT.
Good morning to my all present here. My name is Mali Jain and I am going to present my PPT on Chartered Accountancy, Company Secretary and Chartered Financial Analyst. Chartered Accountancy is a dynamic, challenging and rewarding profession. All the countries have their own accountancy association which regulates the quality and quantity of professionals in this field. Chartered Accountancy course is a professional course in accounting introduced in our country in 1947 with the enactment of Chartered Accountant Act. The Institute of Chartered Accountant of India (ICAI) was formed as same. Let us discuss about eligibility criteria. To become a chartered accountant, candidate must go through the process of training and exams at various levels conducted by ICAI, the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. Commerce graduate or postgraduate have minimum 55% aggregate, or other graduate or postgraduate have minimum 60% aggregate from recognized university or including Open University. Let us move on to the scopes in this career. Prepare and maintain financial statement and budget to conduct financial audit and provide sound financial information and advice to the client. Company Secretary. Company Secretary is one of the principal posts in a company. A certified company secretary handles the legal aspects of business, enterprise, or an individual. A CS is responsible for maintaining and auditing the company's specs, keeping records, advising the board of directors regarding financial health of the company, and ensuring that the company complies with legal and statutory regulation. Let us talk about the eligibility. A minimum qualification is required to register for first level foundation program or CSEET of company secretary course is class 12 pass in any of the stream excluding fine arts from recognized university or equivalent. Candidate who wish to pursue CS after graduation will have to complete 2 levels, executive program or professional program. Those who have completed graduation or post-graduation excluding fine arts or have cleared foundation level of CA or post accounting course by ICWAI can also take directly admission to CS executive level. Now let's talk about the job profiles. Corporate policymaker, company registrar, chairman and managing director. Chartered Financial Analyst. Designation is regarded by most to be the key certification for investment professionals, especially in the area of research and portfolio management. Let us talk about the eligibility. Candidate must pass their bachelor or equivalent program from any of the stream, excluding fine arts, from recognized university or colleges. Candidate who will pass last year bachelor degree program can also take admission to the CFA course. Let us talk about job profiles. Financial analyst, credit analyst, research analyst and finance manager. Thank you for listening to me. Hope you have understood about this career.
I hope all your doubts are cleared with this informative presentation. It is an honor for me to introduce our next panelist. Our next speaker is incredibly awesome and has succeeded tremendously as a chartered accountant. So without much ado, let's move on to the interview with Mr. Rahul Jain.
We are extremely privileged to extend a hearty welcome to our special guest, Dr. Rahul Jain, Chartered Accountant, a commerce graduate having more than 14 years of experience. Sir has secured level rank 44 in India. He is a nominated member of the District Fee Regulatory Committee in Uttar Pradesh. Sir has an extensive experience in PSUs and has held in house managerial position with Indian Oil Corporation Limited as well. Extensively working with number of schools, education society from last 10 plus years. SIR's assisting number of schools on critical issues pertaining to education regulatory, from periodical compliance to assistance in preparing of budgets to help in deciding fee structure and overall management of schools education society. Apart from education sector, he has also worked with varied clients across e-commerce, real estate, manufacturing, and banking sectors for audit and assurance services. Rahul sir is well known for his hard work, sincerity, and human excellence. A very warm welcome to you, sir. We are
Thank you, ma'am.
indeed honored by your kind gesture of consenting to be the guest of today's event.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, everyone is keen to know that how was your journey of becoming a CA?
As far as my journey in becoming a CA, it's very, if I talk, I belong to a very small town in Rajasthan. The challenges I face the most is the guidance from the seniors.
Okay.
Initially, after passing my BCom, I moved to Jaipur for the taking classes for CA. Yeah, the one thing जो फेवर जिसने मुझे फेवर किया था, I underestimate myself कि जो बच्चे शहर से पढ़े हैं कॉन्वेंट स्कूल से, they are more educated, more knowledgeable. So I started hard work to mark up these students, and resulting I got all India ranks in CA Inter as well as CA Final. After that, I got a placement through campus only in Annual Corporation Limited. After serving 5 years with PSU, I decided to quit the job and start a business itself. And I joined my friends in Delhi and started practicing CA. And I passed 10 years in practice and looking many schools and colleges as a consultant. So overall, if I say that my journey is very comfortable, no hard, no, I can say कि इतना मुझे as I belong to a small town, मुझे इतना efforts नहीं करने पड़े, सब smooth निकल गया.
That's so nice, sir. You must be so dedicated towards your work and your career. That is awesome. Sir, children has lots of doubts regarding this career. So we have shortlisted some of this question.
Yeah.
So what are the skills and qualities one should have to excel in this profession?
If I talk about the quality and skills, I think some common quality and skill is the hardworking and the discipline, जो CA कोर्स के लिए हमें चाहिए होता है. Moreover that we need the analytical skills, and one more is we have to accept the failure. In CA ना we can't assume the results. Result क्या होगा? तो we always prepare for the result. कि हम पास भी हो सकते हैं, फेल भी हो सकते हैं, जो मोस्ट कॉमन चीज मुझे लगती है CA के लिए. And the second thing is this, we have to manage the tight rope walk. एक हमने चीज पकड़ लिया, एक टारगेट हमने सेट कर दिया, we have to follow that till the examination. So hard work and discipline is the major factor to clear the CA exam.
That is so nice of you
Yeah.
telling about these things.
Yeah.
Sir, I would, can you please clarify the difference between cost accountant and chartered accountant?
Both are the different field. Cost accountants basically deal with the costing factors only. They look in the profile of the costings, fixing the prices, decide the costing of the products. But as far as the CA concerns, CA deals with the many fields like financials, auditing, accountings, tax planning. So wide scope in the CA field. As far as the scope concerned, cost accountant has a limited scope. As per the Companies Act, the companies having certain limit of turnovers required to appoint the cost auditor only. But in case of CA, they have to appoint CA in every company. Other than the audit, they have a lot of assignments like tax practicing. Yes. You can fight the case in the ITAT, Commissioner of Appeals.
Okay.
The cost accountant role is very limited other than the CA.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the age limit? Like, is there any maximum age after which you cannot give examination for this profession?
Oh, no. There is no age limit in CA exam.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the maximum attempt? Like, is there a maximum number of times after which we cannot give examination for this profession?
In CA, there is no limit as such for the attempt. However, if you give 10 attempts, then you have to re-register yourself only.
Okay.
Yeah, there is no limit of attempts in CA examination.
Okay.
Some of my friends still giving the attempts from 2006 only.
Sir, my last question is, what benefits can a member receive while applying for a job through CA portal?
CA portal. Okay. Every 6 months, when the CA result comes, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India organize a campus placement program in which many of the companies visited to appoint the CH. So this is the only benefit through apply for the CA campus. आप easily job आपको मिल जाता है थोड़ा सा. Otherwise, there is a lot of opportunity in the market for the chartered accountants for the job prospectus. Nowadays, it's become difficult to start your own practice in CA field because now the companies or the persons require the expertise.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So I would like to thank our honorable guest, Dr. Rahul Jain, to take out time from his busy schedule to grace the event. We are really enlightened with your knowledge and presence. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
We have come to know about chartered accountancy as a lucrative career option from Rahul Jain sir, and we are greatly indebted to him.
Good companies will meet needs. Great companies will create markets. Getting an MBA can have many advantages as it trains you with a few crucial skills that you can apply in the business world as well as the professional world. It's awesome to get to hear from industry experts about a career you are interested in. Dr. Karthik Yadav, our reverend panelist, who will be sharing his thoughts on MBA as a career option, is an assistant professor at IIM Nagpur. Sir holds a PhD degree and has a vast experience. Through this interview, Dr. Karthik Yadav has shared the execution tactics and real-world examples that propelled his career as a marketing and business expert.
It is a great honor for me to pronounce that today we have amongst us a personality who hardly needs an introduction. He is a man of simplicity and virtue. I feel elated to introduce Mr. Karthik Yadav, Assistant Professor at IIM Nagpur. Sir completed his PhD in Economics and Social Science from IIM Bangalore. His research interests are development economics and microeconomics, with emphasis on education, health, and migration. Prior to this, he was an assistant professor at Jindal Global Law School and assistant proctor at OP Jindal University, Sonipat. He also worked as a research associate at India Development Foundation, Gurgaon, on reports related to India's energy sector and its relation to macroeconomic stability, balance of payments, energy security, and energy poverty in India. Sir has attended many renowned workshops and conferences, both national and international. Sir, we are highly elated to welcome you, sir, to today's session regarding our students to choose MBA as a career option. So, sir, we all are very eager to know about your journey. So, please share your experience with us.
Thank you, Chinmay, for that warm introduction. I'm very happy to be here at Vandana International Senior Secondary School. So I was actually a science student. I did not have economics in 11th and 12th. So I had science with computer science, and I was going for my engineering entrance coaching exams and appearing for engineering entrance exams. So I got through some engineering colleges, but by the end of that entire period, I was pretty sure that I did not want to do engineering. So I told my parents that I don't think engineering is for me, and I want to really study something else. And
Yes,
at
sir.
that time, economics was quite a popular course in Delhi University. So thankfully, I got into Delhi University and I started studying economics from scratch because I had never
Yes, sir.
studied it, not even in 9th and 10th. So that was the first time I got introduced to this subject, and I think I really liked it. The entire premise is that it's a very
Yes, sir.
logical subject. So I continued, I did my bachelor's, then I did my master's, then I did my PhD. So yeah, that's been my journey. And right now I'm teaching at IIM Nagpur. I'm teaching MBA students here.
So that's very much, like great about you that you go out of the box. You were a science student preparing for engineering, then you went for economics.
Right. I mean, you have to take a stand for yourself at some point of time in life. I just knew
Yes,
that
sir.
engineering is not for me. I did not understand those pulleys and monkeys getting on them and the weight changing. I just did not understand physics.
It is also a very big thing that you're going out of the box, like knowing nothing about the new subject,
Right,
starting from
right.
the scratch in the college itself.
That was a bit of a risk, but I'm really lucky that it paid off. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, sir, what are the like skills and qualities which a student should have to become an MBA?
So I think MBA is a very different degree from most of the other degrees that you have,
Yes,
because
sir.
it's not really around a certain subject. They don't really teach you how to be better at one subject. They teach you leadership and how to manage people. So in fact,
Yes, sir.
our entire endeavor for towards our students is to teach them time management and people management. For example, we will force them into groups, which are not friends, because you have to learn to work with people who are not only your friends. So,
Yes, sir.
and then we'll give them deadlines which are very, very close. So they have to work throughout the night to meet that deadline. So I would say the skill required for an MBA is you just need to uh, you just need to want to be a leader, because that is the main point of an MBA degree is to make you a leader in any organization that you are. So therefore, people come to do MBA at different times. Some of them come straight out. So it's a postgraduate degree. So after 11th, 12th, you have to study something. A lot of people do engineering. Some people do bachelor's, master. Some people
Yes,
even come after masters. So it's a postgraduate degree. And people come with very different work experience. Some of them come with zero work experience. Then people come with 5. I'm also teaching people who have 11 years of work experience. So you can do an MBA degree at any point of time in your life. Depending on when you want to do it, the degree will be different. So if you are a fresher, it will be a 2-year program. If you already have a lot of experience, it will be a 1-year program.
so,
But the
sir,
whole point, yeah, the
we
whole
have any
point of an
difference
MBA
about it?
is leadership.
We have any difference in going directly in MBA or having any work experience in placements?
Right. So not in placements. So if you're doing MBA from a good college, placements are more or less guaranteed.
Okay, sir. So, sir, which field of MBA is like more which a person should go in?
Okay, so
Like
that
we
I
have,
think that is an older concept now. Uh, we have a lot of different fields in MBA. You have finance, you can do marketing, you can do strategy. But now what is happening is people are realizing that to be a leader, you need to know everything. Okay, you don't need to, for
yes, sir.
example, Satya Nadella, who's the CEO, he does not know everything about the technical aspects, but he should know everything about finance, HR, and all of this. So what is emerging is like most of the top IIMs now, they don't offer you an MBA in a particular field. They will just offer something called a general management program. So
Yes, sir.
everything is open for you. You have to study a little bit of everything. But if you want to specialize in something, you get the chance to do that. But you don't get into an MBA program with the notion that I will specialize in finance, because maybe you prefer HR. So a general management program gives you that flexibility that wherever you are in the program, now you can start specializing rather than pre-deciding. So there are some MBA fields which are always going to be in a lot of demand, like finance, HR, operations. And there are some that are coming up, like entrepreneurship, as more and more people are, starting their own businesses. So they need to understand. So the MBA in entrepreneurship is an upcoming field.
Yes, sir. So, sir, please tell about the entrance exam and the criteria to get into an MBA course and the interview process, all about that.
Okay. So, like I said, MBA is not a direct degree. So you need to have an undergraduate degree, first of all. And after that, most of the MBA colleges in India, they all rely on one exam, which is CAT. So CAT is an exam which is not really testing your knowledge. It is testing your ability to make quick decisions. So you have to do a lot of questions and in a very short period of time. And of course, CAT coaching is widely available. A lot of institutes offer that. And then after CAT, what is very important is now MBA colleges are not only looking at CAT, they're also looking at your undergraduate degree. They're also looking at your 11th and 12th marks. Okay, so people don't want you to just do well on one day, the day of the exam, and get into the college. They want people who have consistently done well in life. Okay, and the good thing about MBA is that you can do it after anything. So I know people who were fashion designers and then did an MBA. They did hotel management, then MBA, engineering and MBA, or in my case, I had bachelor's in economics.
Yes,
So, I mean, the exam is just 10th maths, nothing more than that, 10th level. And what is tricky is the interview, because we will give you a stress situation and we'll try to see how you cope with it. That is the entire point of an MBA. So,
yeah. So, sir, as we all know, IIMs have always been a good option to pursue MBA. But what if an aspirant does not get through a good university? In that case, he should drop, or what he should do? Sir, please suggest about it.
see, because ideally, I'll tell you what an ideal candidate is. The people we want in our institutes should be working. So either they are fresh out of college and then they join MBA, which is okay, or they should be working and appearing for CAT and joining MBA.
Yes, sir.
People who have dropped a full year to only study for CAT means that they cannot handle multiple things together, right? And then that person is not a great candidate for an MBA. So therefore, I would say if anybody plans to drop, suppose you did not get in this year, continue working. Maybe take up a job which is at a lower designation, or take up anything, but do work. Don't sit full time home for your MBA preparation. Do something, because in an interview, it is always good to know that that person is working. So even if you don't get in this year, continue working. You will earn, you will increase your work experience, and then apply next year again. The only thing that good IIMs do is they open you up to a network of individuals who are also in good position. So then applying for jobs and internships, everything becomes a little easier. So I would say don't, even if you don't get in this year, continue working, keep adding to your work experience, and apply again next year. CAT preparation really does not take a full year. 3 months should be enough.
So that means we don't have to give like a full year for fledged
No,
preparation for the
no,
entrance exam of MBA.
no, absolutely not. It's not worth it.
We can do both the things parallelly, like working and then studying
Yes.
for CAT.
See, even if you're working in a call center, that is okay. Nobody is saying that get into a very, very demanding job. Do any work, but we want to see that you're working and studying at the same time, because that shows that you can balance things. See, MBA is like a clean slate. Okay, if you were an engineering person, you were doing, I don't know, chemical engineering, working in chemical engineering. After doing your MBA, you can get into sales and marketing. It's a clean slate. Whatever you have done till now is not important. The most important degree becomes your MBA. So what we want is people who can actually, manage multiple things, learn again, and dropping a full year for CAT is not a great idea. Please keep working while at it.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable suggestion. I hope all of our students who wish to offer this career must have got the right path, sir.
Right. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I wish everybody all the best.
Thank you, sir.
And I think we need a lot of new leaders in India. We need people who can make tough calls at the right time. And I think for that, an MBA degree is a great option. So all the best to everybody at Vandana International, and thank you so much, Chinmay.
Thank you, sir.
Wow, that was truly an eye opener. We gained a lot of insight into this famous field, and our concepts are much clearer. To understand the career opportunities in MBA, let's look at the next presentation. I believe this presentation will help all the aspiring MBAs to gain the requisite knowledge.
What is MBA? We have heard about this field several times but are not properly aware of it. Master of Business Administration, MBA, is an internationally recognized degree designed to develop the skills required for the careers in business and management. It generally focuses on the development of the leadership qualities and an individual's excellence.
The basic eligibility criteria for MBA is graduation in any discipline. The minimum score criteria in graduation is 50%. For reserved category students, the minimum score is 45%. MBA admission is based on MBA entrance exams followed by group discussion and personal interviews.
MBA course is available in various formats and types. Traditionally, full-time MBA of 2-year duration has been a popular choice among aspirants. However, over past few years, executive MBA and online MBA has been a popular choice among aspirants. Apart from the regular MBA, candidate can pursue MBA with specializations. There are many MBA specializations offered by the top colleges in India. There are about 5,000 MBA colleges in India. One can choose an MBA college on the basis of their interest, fees, infrastructure, location, and the basis of the marks scored in an MBA exam.
There are several career opportunities in MBA, some of them are listed here. Moreover, to this a candidate can opt for the career on the basis of the specialization he does in MBA. All organizations, big or small, private or government, hire MBA degree holders in various capacities. Here is the list of some of the top companies that hire MBA graduates, BCG, HDFC, etc. On average, the salary range from Rs 4 lakh to Rs 32 lakh per annum depending upon the domain and specialization. The scope of MBA is used in the current job market. MBA graduates are in high demand in every industry and in every domain. Most of the MBA institutes provide campus placement to their students on completion of the full-time MBA course for a smooth beginning of their career, but it involves huge financial commitment.
Thank you, Vandanites, for putting your efforts in this wonderful presentation.
Actuarial science is a discipline that assesses financial risk in the insurance and finance fields using mathematical and statistical methods. To address its importance and its options, let's move to our next section, that is News Hour.
A very good morning to all. I am Muskan, your host for today's interaction on actuarial science, reporting live from Gen Z News. The unspoken truth that lies unsaid and is the one thing that is on the top of racing minds of every grader, that is job and career. With emerging times, there are uncountable opportunities in commerce which are unheard of. With this, actuarial science is one of the most popular courses among those who have an eye for numbers and statistics. It is filled with immense scope if you have the right set of skills and analytic abilities. We have with us today Ms. Mayuri and Ms. Kanishka, who are well-known actuaries, to talk more about this. Please give them a warm welcome.
Thank you.
First, please tell us about your job and what does it actually do, Ms. Mayuri?
As an actuary, we crunch numbers, analyze data, communicate to stakeholders such as investors, board of directors, who might not be a specialist.
Ms. Kanishka?
We use that information to determine how much money should be set aside to cover all those financial losses which could occur in future.
What degrees do you hold and what do you do to become an actuary?
As I am from a commerce background, I did BCom, but you can pursue actuarial science even if you are a graduate from maths and statistics. After my graduation, I took an entrance exam, that is ACET, Actuarial Common Entrance Test, and gave all the 15 exams in almost 8 years.
And ma'am, how about you?
I am from a non-medical background. I cleared all the 15 exams. I am a BSc Maths graduate. I took both written and practical
actual exams conducted by IAI. But the best thing is there is no specific degree required for this course. And BSc Maths and Statistics are the required courses for this degree.
There are many good colleges offering actuarial science in India as well as abroad. So research some of them which are in India, and these are University of Madras, Chandigarh University and Amity University. So from where did the both of you graduate?
I graduated from Christ University, which is in Bangalore. And I graduated from Bishop Global College, located in Tamil Nadu.
Will you please give us a brief about the exams and the stages of those 15 exams that you took to become an actuary?
There are no regular courses or classes for this degree, and I cleared it on my own.
Ms. Kanishka?
So first, let me clarify the procedure for this. As there are total 15 exams, they are divided into 4 stages. Stage 1 is core technical, CT, in which you have to clear 9 exams. And then stage 2 is core application, CA, in which you have to clear 3 exams. After clearing these 2 stages, you are termed as an associate with IAI.
Stage 3 is to become ST, Specialist Technical. In this, you need to clear 2 exams out of 8. The stage 4, in this stage, you need to become a SA, Specialist Application. In this, you need to clear 1 exam out of 8. After clearing all the 4 stages and gaining 3 years of experience, you become a fellow. If you wish to study further, you can pursue further studies and research in this field.
In which sector do actuaries get employed the most, Ms. Mayuri?
Most of the actuaries work in investment companies, banks, and healthcare sectors.
Please name the companies as well, Ms. Kanishka.
Names of the companies are Milliman, Swiss Re, Lance Life Insurance, and there are many more. This course requires intense preparation. Most people need 7 to 10 years to clear all of these exams, and even there is no definite time period to clear these exams. You can complete them at your own pace. This includes both subjective and objective exams.
I just want to say that show some self-belief. If you don't believe in your skill, who else will?
Both of you, thank you very much. It was great meeting with you. I'm grateful to both of you for giving us a clear overview on actuarial science. I think your accomplishments and experience can provide values to many people.
Excellent piece of information. We are really enlightened by it.
A research analyst is a professional who prepares investigative reports on securities or assets for in-house or client use. Moving on to look at some of the opportunities in this welcoming field, let us welcome our next performance. It's a role play that throws light on the profession of a research journalist.
Warm welcome to everyone. My name is Anushka Tyagi and today I along with my fellow classmates Riya, Himnish and Vanshika are going to enlighten you all about one of the most coveted career options, which is research analyst. I have a good news for you. I'm coming to India next week to meet you, mom and dad.
Oh, that's a great news. I was waiting from so long to meet you. So see you soon then. Bye.
Bye.
Anushka and Himnish are having a cup of tea together.
So how's your job going on?
Very well. What about you? What have you thought of your career?
Not yet actually. I'm very confused about what should I do in future. I have little interest in research analyst, but I very little information about it.
Oh, don't worry. I'll take you to my friends who are working as research analysts. They can surely guide you.
Okay, that will be good for me. Hello ma'am, how are you? I'm so glad to meet you.
You guys remember my brother? He's in class 11 and has opted for commerce. He's interested in becoming a research analyst but have little information about it.
Don't worry, we'll definitely help. What say, Vanshika?
Please go ahead with your doubts, Himnish.
Yes ma'am. So can you tell me what actually is the role of research analyst?
Basically, a research analyst analyzes, interprets, and presents the accuracy of the data to ensure that it produces meaningful information.
What are the skills required and the eligibility criteria for it?
Critical thinking skills, analytical skills, expertise in mathematics, statistics, and marketing are the skills required for being a well-known research analyst. One must be a postgraduate or must have a degree or diploma in finance, accounts, business management, and there are many other fields too.
Can you name some famous colleges offering these courses?
Yeah, IIM Institute of Bangalore and IIM Institute of Hyderabad are great colleges or institutes for being a research analyst.
What is the admission procedure for it?
A A candidate who has applied for admissions in MBA will have to appear for a national level entrance examinations. There are many other entrance exams conducted for admissions in MBA such as CAT, MAT, CMAT, GMAT and many more.
What are the areas of employment and top recruiters?
Scope of employment is very vast in research analyst. One can go for traditional as well as digital banking sector. Government companies, insurance companies also offer decent jobs, as well as medical and IT sector also offer very new opportunities.
Do you know some additional benefits?
Yeah, one great advantage for being a research analyst is how interesting the work is.
Do you know the average salary package?
Minimum salary package ranges from 2 to 3 lakhs per annum and it can go on increasing to 6 lakhs and more with experience and expertise.
What about the cons? Does it have any?
Yeah, definitely. Every career opportunity has some cons. Relocating can be stressful in mind, causing some depression.
It is also a disadvantage that it has lack of job security. It is usually on contractual basis.
But choosing research analyst as a career option is a very great opportunity for us. Like we can be like Shweta Khajuria, who is the director of CFA and has invested in many different companies.
Thank you guys. Now are you clear with your doubts?
Yes, it was great help. Now it's easy for me to decide what to do in future.
I hope now it must be clear to you all as well what basically a research analyst is.
Warm welcome to everyone. My name is Anushka Tyagi and today I along with my fellow classmates Riya, Himnish and Gunshika are going to enlighten you all about one of the most coveted career options, which is research analyst. Himnish, I have a good news for you. I'm coming to India next week to meet you, mom and dad.
So that's a great news. I was waiting from so long to meet you. So see you soon then. Bye.
Bye.
Anushka and Himnish are having a cup of tea together.
So how's your job going on?
Very well. What about you? What have you thought of your career?
Not yet actually. I'm very confused about what should I do in future. I have little interest in research analyst, but I very little information about it.
Oh, don't worry. I'll take you to my friends who are working as research.
That was highly informative and greatly entertaining.
E-commerce management involves the launching as well as running of a business website, wherein the e-commerce manager has the prowess to manage all those personnel who are involved in providing the e-commerce functions. To look at the career opportunities in this sector, let's welcome a refreshing animation.
Do you know? Nowadays, e-commerce is one of the most growing business and is the scope for maximum employment opportunities.
Oh really? I didn't know about it. Tell me what basically is e-commerce.
Oh, it is simply a business which deals with buying and selling of goods and services over the internet. It has become much more popular due to recent pandemic.
Okay, this seems interesting, so how can I get into it?
Wait, let me show you all the details. Eligibility, B.com with finance/undergraduate certificate M.Sc, PGDM, MBA, Finance, Marketing, Technical, CA, B.Tech. Skills, Software skills, web creation, creative designing, written and verbal communication management.
Can you tell me some best colleges for the same?
For sure, Indian Institute of E-Commerce, IIEC, Bengaluru, Indian Institute of Business Management Studies, IIBMS, Mumbai Institute of Advanced Network Technology. Areas of employment: e-commerce project manager, business analyst, virtual assistant, web developers, customer service representative, SEO content writer, database administrator. Top recruiters in e-commerce: Lexicon Staffing Incorporated, eBay, Flipkart, Amazon, Mintrapay, Yahoo.
What kind of salary we can expect?
In India you can expect an average salary of 2.5 lakhs to 4 lakhs on annual basis, but salary structure depends on position you hold on. This kind of career fields have some advantages too, like it eliminates the need of physical marketing and expands business and saves money. Additional benefits are given to customers and staff. You need not make your own product to get into e-commerce business. It is an easy marketplace entry.
Okay, I got to know all about pros, but any cons too?
Due to its wider scope, there's a lot of competition in e-commerce.
Oh well, thank you.
What an energizing and inspiring presentation.
Logistics management is the process of integration and maintenance of goods in an organization, whereas supply chain management is the coordination and management of supply chains of an organization. To understand some of the job prospects of this field, let's watch a short movie presentation on the same.
I am the charm of your today's evening welcomes you all to the special weekend edition of What the Career Says. Today we have Ms. Prachi with us, an expert in supply chain management and logistics, a career with many opportunities. Though 2020 has led to a major setback in this occupation, but now it has emerged as one of the most brilliant and gifted careers among the young Indians.
Thank you, Raj, for inviting me to this show. It does not combine supply chain management and logistics. They are two separate career opportunities. Let us talk about them separately.
For an instance, your mother cooked pasta and asked you to serve it to your brother. That's what supply chain management is. The handling of the overall production and the flow of good or service, starting from the raw components all the way to the intermediaries and the final delivery to the consumer. Whereas logistics refers to the overall process of how resources are acquired, stored, and transported to their final destination.
That was a nice interview. Supply chain management and logistics seems interesting. Let me surf on YouTube.
Hello guys, today's careers funda is on supply chain management and logistics. First of all, we will talk about eligibility criteria. The eligibility to pursue this career is that, first of all, candidates must pass the 10 plus 2 level examination and graduation in any discipline with at least 50% of marks in aggregate. If the candidates want to pursue a career in logistics, then they can take extra subject that would be of great help. Talk more on the salary procedures, especially in India. In India, the remuneration of supply chain manager varies depending on the location, experience levels, and companies they are employed in. The annual compensation of a supply chain manager is about 3 lakh to 20 lakh. And the better you prove yourself, the better payment you would get. The logistics manager also has a salary of 2,38,000 to 20 lakh.
No doubt that educational skills are important, but in addition to those skills, there are some basic skills that are required for a person to be successful in this field. Good learning skills, good listening skills, knowledge to computers, etc. Working as a team is most important in this field.
Hey Rohan, hope you are coming in today's celebration.
Yeah, Manjari.
Hello, Auntie. You are in the field of supply chain management and logistics, right? May I ask you for some guidance?
Of course, Rohan. Listen, MBA Supply Chain Management is a 2-year postgraduate program for the students who want to develop their strong management skills. Admission to most of the MBA Supply Chain Management colleges is on the basis of nationwide accepted MBA entrance exams. For example, CAT, MAT, GMAT, etc., followed by a personal interview, etc. The average course fee ranges between 60,000 to 25 lakhs. Most of the top Indian colleges are Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, Pune, NMIMS, Mumbai, etc. After graduating from the courses, you can opt for purchasing managers, logistics analysts, etc. With this, you are good to go.
Thank you, Auntie. This was something I was not aware of, but now I am all set.
Students who are heading towards your 12th, what are your career plans?
Ma'am, I am heading towards supply chain management and logistics.
Something new, Rohan. Let me elaborate you about this.
Sure, ma'am. Can you please familiar with the future aspects?
A supply chain manager's job is highly rewarding, but it is also one of the most challenging positions out there. As global expansion becomes increasingly eminent, the role of a supply chain manager in any company is of great responsibility. Overtime and bonuses are quite common in this field. Your working locations might vary as there is no standardized work setting.
Oh, I see. Thank you, ma'am.
Today, Rohan is an expert in his career.
What a fun way to present and gain information.
Entrepreneurship is the ability and readiness to develop, organize, and run a business enterprise, along with any of its uncertainties in order to make a profit. Moving on, let's look at the opportunities in this prominent field by welcoming our next segment, a panel discussion.
A very warm greeting for the day. Today with us we have an industrial expert Mr. Shreyansh here, our panelist Shubhi ma'am, and a well-known educationist Ravneet ma'am for the panel discussion of a magnificent career option, entrepreneurship. So, ma'am, the basic question arises, what exactly is entrepreneurship? I request Shubhi ma'am to guide the audience about it.
Thank you, Samanvir. It's my pleasure. Entrepreneurship is basically the concept of managing and developing a business venture by putting their money at risk. It is an innovative idea by which one can commence a business.
Yes, ma'am, I do agree with you, as it is a great opportunity to bring innovation to improve the economic status of a nation.
No, Mr. Shreyansh. I slightly disagree with you, as creating your own money-making opportunity is still a dream for many of us. Let's discuss some obstacles you may face. Financial pressure can be enormous. It is especially problematic for business with high investment cost. You have to deal with difficult employees, as conflict between them can mess the things up.
Yes, ma'am, it's not necessary to hit a sixer on a first shot. They might need some time to succeed it. Like uncle of Bill Gates, who is well known to everyone, but at his initial years, his success was fluctuating.
So I think entrepreneurship, it's a great career option. But one should surely have some skills to become a successful entrepreneur. Now I'm wondering about the skills required. I request Shubhi ma'am to enlighten us about the skills required.
Sure. To be an efficient entrepreneur, one should have skills like managerial, negotiation. He should also know time management and should possess quality like leadership. They can acquire these skills in top universities of India like Symbiosis International University in Pune, GD Goenka University in Gurugram and Amity University in Noida.
Yes, ma'am, you are absolutely right. These universities are well known to everyone, and a graduate from these universities can get average income between 3 to 5 lakh per annum. This keeps on increasing as per their experience and risk-taking innovation.
He was not successful in his initial years, but his skills evolved and led to increase in his profit as well as his income.
You are absolutely right, ma'am. One should surely have patience along with hard work to increase their income. I hope this panel discussion would make entrepreneurship understandable and would encourage you to choose it as a career option. I would like to thank all the audience on behalf of all the panel members. Thank you.
A brilliant discussion that really makes you think. I would like to thank the teachers and students for putting up these ideas so beautifully. I hope this will help students to consider it as one of the career options.
Banking is defined as the business activity of accepting and safeguarding money owned by other individuals and entities, and then lending out this money in order to conduct economic activities such as making profit or simply covering operating expenses. Proceeding to our next career option, banking. Let's explore more about this field through an advertisement.
A very warm greetings to everyone. I'm Kajal with my friend Dia.
We both are going to discuss about the career opportunities in banking.
Hey!
Hi, how are you doing?
Great, but what are you doing here?
I'm here to fill the form of banking and finance.
Oh, same here. I'm here because my father recommended me to fill the form.
Okay.
So what do you think banking as a career?
I think banking as a career is a good choice, which is never out of employment opportunities. Candidates from the various fields including commerce, business, arts and engineering can also seek an admission in banking after graduation.
But Dia, I had no idea of minimum qualification required in banking.
To qualify for banking exam, you must hold bachelor's degree from a recognized university.
Oh, and are you aware of which skills are required in banking?
I know some of the skills like customer dealing, customer satisfaction, analytical skills, account management and communication skills. But Kajal, which course are you going to do after graduation?
I haven't yet decided which course I should take. Can you recommend me?
Actually, there are many courses you can do, like BA in Banking and Finance, BBA in Banking and Finance, BA in International Banking and Finance, BCom and MCom in Banking and Finance.
Okay, so we have to take bachelor degree or equivalent qualification, and for jobs we have to give IBPS exam, right?
Correct. I would like you to acquaint you with the fee structure for per semester is 60,000 to 70,000.
Okay, like every profession, banking also offers some pros and cons. Some pros are safety of public wealth, excellent working condition and competitive salaries.
Cons of banking: job location, single desk job and slow promotion.
But salary is also good in this career. The minimum salary is 4 lakh and it goes up to 10 lakh depending on the post we hold in banking.
I know the salary is quite high. That's why I'm going to work hard to become like these famous personalities Aditya Puri, Chanda Kochar and Shikha Sharma.
I hope you have a great career ahead in banking.
Okay, I hope the same for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It will definitely have been registered in the minds of our aspiring young bankers. Arts and humanities define who we are as people. That is their power to remind us of what each of us have to offer and what we all have in common to help us understand our history and imagine our common future. If your aim is to change the world, journalism is a more immediate short-term weapon. Mass communication communicates massively. Its language lacks precise articulation and avoids demanding terms. It argues for the kind of behavior in life which will make a good program. Ethic equals showbiz. We are keeping the momentum going by featuring the big shots. If you want to learn how to build a roaring career in journalism, hear it from Mr. Ravi Ranjan Shukla. He needs no introduction. Sir is the senior special correspondent NDTV.
हम अपने सम्मानित और विशिष्ट अतिथि श्री रवि रंजन शुक्ला, जो कि एनडीटीवी इंडिया न्यूज चैनल में एक वरिष्ठ विशेष संवाददाता हैं, का हार्दिक स्वागत करते हैं। श्री रवि रंजन शुक्ला बीते 10 साल से दिल्ली की पत्रकारिता में सक्रिय हैं। वे दिल्ली सरकार, बीजेपी, कांग्रेस और क्राइम जैसी बीच कवर करते रहे हैं। इससे पहले वे पंजाब, राजस्थान और उत्तर प्रदेश में भी अमर उजाला, दैनिक जागरण, दैनिक भास्कर और ईटीवी उत्तर प्रदेश में काम कर चुके हैं। इन्हें सामाजिक और ग्रामीण मुद्दों पर रिपोर्टिंग करना ज्यादा पसंद है। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मुद्दों पर ब्लॉग लिखने में भी इनकी दिलचस्पी है। इन्हें पश्चिमी राजस्थान में पड़ रहे सूखे की बेहतरीन कवरेज के लिए ENBA 2019 द्वारा बेस्ट न्यूज कवरेज पुरस्कार से नवाजा गया। पत्रकारिता के क्षेत्र में इन्हें कई अन्य पुरस्कारों से भी सम्मानित किया जा चुका है। हमें गर्व है कि आप जैसे प्रभावशाली व्यक्तित्व, जो कि जर्नलिज्म की दुनिया में एक जाना माना नाम है, आज हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं। आप अपनी कड़ी मेहनत, समर्पण और ईमानदारी के लिए जाने जाते हैं। आपको अपने बीच पाकर हम अपने आप को बहुत ही सम्मानित महसूस कर रहे हैं। आपके व्यवहारिक शब्दों द्वारा हमारे छात्रों का मार्गदर्शन होगा। मुझे उम्मीद है कि यह हमारे छात्रों को आशा, दूरदृष्टि और साहस के साथ अपने चुने हुए करियर में आगे बढ़ने की प्रेरणा देगा। आपने अपने जीवन में इतनी सफलता हासिल की है। हम चाहते हैं कि आप अपने इस मुकाम पर पहुंचने के सफर को हमारे छात्रों के साथ साझा करें।
आज देखिए अर्पिता, मैं जब पढ़ाई कर रहा था तो उसी दौरान जो है वो लिखने का एक शौक हुआ और किताबें पढ़ने का शौक लगा। तो लगातार लिखते हुए, पढ़ते हुए फिर मुझे कुछ दोस्तों ने बताया कि जो तुम्हारा शौक है वो लिखने पढ़ने का है, तो फिर मैंने सोचा कि आखिर लिखने पढ़ने वाला ये कौन सा एक हमें जो है वो रोजगार कहाँ से मिल सकता है, मेरा पैशन क्या है। तो सबसे पहले हर शख्स को चाहिए कि वो अपने को पहचाने कि उसका शौक क्या है, वो किस चीज में जा सकता है, किस चीज में अपना 100% दे सकता है। तो सबसे पहले तो जो लोग हैं, जो नौजवान हैं, उनको सबसे पहले यही वो देखना चाहिए कि वो किस फील्ड में जा सकते हैं, उनका जो शौक है वो किस फील्ड से मिलता जुलता है। तो मैं भी पढ़ाई करने के दौरान लिखने पढ़ने का शौक रहा। उसके बाद में मैं पत्रकारिता में आ गया। मुझे कुछ लोगों ने बोला कि तुम पत्रकारिता में बेहतर करोगे। मुझे भी लगा कि मैं कुछ अच्छा दे सकता हूँ। और पत्रकारिता में मैं इसलिए आया था कि एक समाज के जो निचले स्तर पर जो लोग हैं, जो गरीब मजदूर किसान लोग हैं, उनकी बात को सरकार तक पहुंचाने के उद्देश्य से मैं पत्रकारिता के फील्ड में आया था। मेरा कोई इसमें ये नहीं था कि मैं एक बहुत बड़ा कोई पत्रकार बनूंगा, मेरी जो सैलरी होगी वो लाखों में सैलरी होगी, मुझे लोग टीवी पर देखेंगे। मैं एक अच्छे उद्देश्य के तहत इस पत्रकारिता में आया था कि गरीब मजदूर किसानों की जो आवाज है, जो उनकी तकलीफ है, जो उनकी समस्या है, उसको कैसे सरकार तक पहुंचाया जाए। तो पत्रकार का जो उद्देश्य है वो यही उद्देश्य होता है कि आप समस्याओं को सरकार तक पहुंचाएं, सरकार की नीतियों में जो खामियां हैं उसको आप उजागर करें ताकि सरकार उसको दुरुस्त कर सके। तो इन्हीं उद्देश्यों के तहत हम लोग जो है वो पत्रकारिता में आए, काम करना शुरू किया। शुरुआती दौर, जैसा कि आपको पता है कि हर फील्ड में बहुत दुश्वारियां होती हैं, मुश्किलें होती हैं। तो उन दुश्वारियों से भी, मुश्किलों से भी हम लोग जूझते रहे। फिर उसके बाद अखबारों में काम किया। अखबार में काम करते हुए फिर जो हमारा टीवी मीडियम है, मैं उसमें आया। फिर टीवी मीडियम के जरिए अभी पिछले 15-16 साल से मैं लगातार काम कर रहा हूँ। तो इस तरीके का मेरा एक सफर शुरू हुआ। आज भी मैं यही सोचता हूँ, यही चाहता हूँ कि कोई मुझे भले न पहचाने, कोई मुझे भले न जाने, लेकिन मेरे काम से अगर किसी का भला होता है, किसी की समस्या दूर होती है, सरकार तक वो बातें पहुंचती हैं जो एक आम लोगों की तकलीफ है, तो बस मेरा उद्देश्य वहीं पूरा हो जाता है। तो अभी भी मेरी लाइफ का यही उद्देश्य है कि एक अच्छे तरीके से जो सोसाइटी में, जो समाज में तमाम सारे लोग छूट गए हैं, उनकी आवाज को, उनकी परेशानियों को सरकार तक पहुंचाया जाए। तो बस इसी सफर के क्रम में मैं अभी चल रहा हूँ। आपने इतनी ढेर सारी बातें मेरे बारे में बताई। मैं बहुत कोई बड़ा पत्रकार नहीं हूँ, बस एक कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि मैं कुछ समाज के लिए कुछ अच्छा काम करूँ ताकि समाज को भी फायदा हो और समाज के जरिए मेरा भी भला हो। तो बस इसी उद्देश्य के तहत मैं काम कर रहा हूँ। जी, धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद सर। जैसा कि अभी आपने बताया कि आप जो उद्देश्य लेकर चले हैं कि आपको निचले वर्ग के लोगों की बात सरकार तक पहुंचानी है, उसे उभारना है, उनकी समस्याओं का समाधान निकालना है, ये सुनकर मैं चाहती हूँ कि आपसे लोग प्रेरणा लें। और अब मैं चाहूंगी कि अब जो छात्र मास मीडिया में रुचि रखते हैं, मैं उनकी ओर से आपसे प्रश्न पूछना चाहूंगी और मैं चाहूंगी कि आप उनका उत्तर देकर हमारे छात्रों की दुविधा को दूर करें। तो सबसे पहला प्रश्न ये है सर कि आज के समय में लिखित पत्रकारिता की करियर के रूप में क्या स्थिति है?
जी देखिए, जो पत्रकारिता में जो कैरियर है वो 3-4 चीज का कैरियर है। सबसे पहले पत्रकारिता में आप कैरियर बना सकते हैं जो सबसे पुराना मीडियम है, प्रिंट मीडिया के थ्रू। जो जैसा कि आप लोग पढ़ते हैं कि न्यूज़पेपर में, तो न्यूज़पेपर के पत्रकार बनकर आप अपना कैरियर बना सकते हैं। फोटोग्राफर बनकर आप अपना कैरियर बना सकते हैं। तो ये प्रिंट मीडिया का कैरियर हुआ। दूसरा कैरियर है टीवी मीडिया। टीवी मीडिया में जैसा कि मैं काम कर रहा हूँ एनडीटीवी में, तो इसी तरीके से टीवी मीडिया में तमाम सारे जो रिपोर्टर होते हैं, तमाम सारे जो डेस्क पर लोग होते हैं, वहां पर काम करके आप अपना करियर बना सकते हैं। तीसरा जो मीडियम है वो रेडियो मीडियम। रेडियो के जॉकी जैसे आप सुनते हैं, रेडियो में भी तमाम सारे लोग जो है वो रिपोर्टिंग करते हैं, तो आप रेडियो में जाके अपना करियर बना सकते हैं। और जो चौथा मीडियम है वो है आपका डिजिटल मीडियम। डिजिटल मतलब वेब के जरिए लिख के, फोटो खींच के, यूट्यूब पर वीडियो बना के, फेसबुक पर कोई चीज अपलोड करके, तो आप एक जो है वो डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म पर उसमें भी आप जॉब कर सकते हैं। और एक पांचवा भी है जिसको हम कहते हैं पब्लिक रिलेशन। जैसा कि तमाम सारी कंपनियां हायर करती हैं लोगों को कि आप उनकी जो छवि है उसको अच्छे तरीके से लोगों के सामने पेश करें, तो वो होता है एक पब्लिक रिलेशन। तो आप इन 5 जगहों पर आप अपना करियर बना सकते हैं। अब इनमें कैसे आप ये करें कि कौन सा करियर मेरे लिए मुफीद है, तो उसके लिए सबसे पहले है कि जैसे प्रिंट मीडिया में आपका लिखने का काम होता है। अगर आपकी लेखनी बहुत अच्छी है, बोल उतना अच्छा नहीं पाते हैं, तो मेरे ख्याल से मेरी एक राय है कि आपको प्रिंट मीडिया में भी जाना चाहिए। प्रिंट मीडिया में भी किसमें, एक हिंदी अखबार होता है, एक इंग्लिश अखबार होता है और तमाम सारे वर्नाकुलर अखबार हैं। तो उसमें आप जो है आपकी भाषा आप देखिए कि अगर आपकी अच्छी अंग्रेजी है तो आप इंग्लिश के न्यूज़पेपर में ट्राई करिए, टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया हुआ, हिंदू हुआ, और भी कई सारे अखबार हो गए, तो आप उसमें ट्राई कर सकते हैं। हिंदी अगर आपकी अच्छी है, अच्छा आप हिंदी में लिखते हैं, तो हिंदी के तमाम सारे न्यूज़पेपर हैं, आप वहां पर काम कर सकते हैं। और सिर्फ काम का मतलब ये नहीं है कि रिपोर्टिंग ही करनी है। तमाम सारे रिपोर्टर तो गिने चुने होते हैं, लेकिन रिपोर्टर के पीछे एक दूसरी एक टीम होती है जो एडिट करना। जैसे मैंने कोई खबर भेजी तो उसमें मात्रा की गलती कहाँ है, स्पेलिंग की गलती कहाँ है, ये सारे लोग एडिट करने वाले होते हैं, तो उसमें भी आप करियर बना सकते हैं। दूसरा जो है वो टीवी मीडियम है। टीवी मीडियम में आप एज ए जो रिपोर्टर है उसके जरिए आप करियर बना सकते हैं। अगर आपको बोलने में आप फ्रीक्वेंट हैं तो आप आ सकते हैं टीवी मीडियम में। उसमें भी भाषा है, इंग्लिश में जाएंगे, हिंदी में जाएंगे। दूसरा है, अगर आप बोलने में ज्यादा फ्रीक्वेंट नहीं है, ज्यादा आप नहीं है उसमें, तो भी आप टीवी मीडिया के डेस्क पर जा सकते हैं जहां पर एडिटिंग का काम होता है। फिर एक होता है ग्राफिक्स का काम टीवी मीडिया में। तो अगर आप ग्राफिक्स डिजाइनर हैं या आपने उसका डिजाइनिंग का कोर्स कर रखा है, ग्राफिक डिजाइनिंग का, तो आप टीवी मीडियम में जा सकते हैं। तो ये 5 तरीके के करियर के प्रकार हैं, लेकिन उसमें आप अपनी योग्यता के मुताबिक उसको चूज करिए और बहुत ही सावधानी से चूज करिए। क्योंकि आज की तारीख में हम देखते हैं कि जो हमारा युवा है उसको ये पता नहीं होता है कि उसके अंदर कौन सी अच्छाइयां हैं और कौन सी बुराइयां हैं। तो मेरी सबसे पहली सलाह है आप लोगों से कि आप अपनी अच्छाइयां और बुराइयां आपसे बेहतर कोई नहीं बता सकता, ना आपके दोस्त बता सकते हैं, ना आपके मदर फादर बता सकते हैं। आपको सबसे बेहतर पता है कि आप गणित में अच्छे हैं या अंग्रेजी में अच्छे हैं या हिंदी में अच्छे हैं। तो आप अपने अंदर सबसे पहले ये खोजिए कि हम क्या अच्छा कर सकते हैं। फिर जो आप अच्छा कर सकते हैं उसके मुताबिक आप फील्ड चूज करिए और फिर उसमें जाइए। और सबसे बड़ी चीज होती है कैरियर बनाने में, कैरियर आप वही बनाइए जहां पर आपका पैशन हो। अगर आपका पैशन नहीं है और अगर आपके माता पिता बोल रहे हैं कि नहीं नहीं बेटा तुमको तो पत्रकार ही बनना है, वो काम कभी मत करिएगा। आपका अपना पैशन क्या है, आपका अपना शौक क्या है, और उस शौक के मुताबिक आप अपना करियर जब बनाएंगे तो आपकी कामयाबी भी अपनी होगी, आपकी असफलता भी अपनी होगी। वो कोई आपको ब्लेम नहीं करेगा कि देखो मैंने कह रहा था तुमसे ये करो, तुम ये करना शुरू कर दिए तो आज ये हो। आप अपने लिए जिम्मेदार हैं। आप अगर उस फील्ड में अच्छा करेंगे तो लोग कहेंगे कि देखो मैं तो मना कर रहा था उसमें जाने के लिए, पत्रकारिता में, लेकिन इन्होंने जल्द अपनाया, आज देखो ये सक्सेस है। और अगर आप बाई चांस फेल हो जाते हैं तब भी आप अपने को समझिए कि क्यों हम फेल हो गए, क्या हमारे अंदर दिक्कत थी, तो आप उसको शिफ्ट करिए। और करियर में भी प्लान ए रख के चलिए, प्लान बी। प्लान ए आपका हो सकता है कि आपने सोचा कि मैं यहाँ पहुंचूंगा, खैर वहां नहीं पहुंच पाए, तो एक प्लान बी भी आपका होना चाहिए कि अगर दूसरा हम क्या कर सकते हैं, दूसरी जगह हम कहाँ जा सकते हैं। तो ये सारी चीजें करियर में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। हम लोगों ने बड़ा संघर्ष किया है। और जब भी आप करियर की शुरुआत करें, बहुत बड़े सपनों को लेकर मत शुरुआत करें, वरना बहुत आपको छोटे छोटे सपने देखें, एक जगह पर पहुंचे फिर उसको कंप्लीट करके फिर दूसरे चीजें देखें। छोटे छोटे सपनों को पूरा करते हुए फिर आप एक बड़े गोल को जो है वो प्राप्त कर सकते हैं, एक अच्छे करियर को आप अचीव कर सकते हैं। जी।
तो जैसा कि अभी आपने कहा कि किसी भी करियर को चुनने के लिए कोई भी व्यक्ति हो, उसे अपने कौशल को पहचानना चाहिए, अपना पैशन पहचानना चाहिए। और जो कौशल और अपने पैशन को पहचान कर अपना करियर चुनता है उसे सफलता जरूर प्राप्त होती है। इसी के साथ मैं अपने अगले सवाल पर जाना चाहूंगी, जो कि है पत्रकारिता में पेशेवर नैतिकता इतनी महत्वपूर्ण क्यों है?
देखो, मैं तो एक बात कहता हूँ कि पेशेवर नैतिकता इसलिए महत्वपूर्ण है क्योंकि एक बात को आप लोग हमेशा ध्यान रखिए कि जो अच्छा इंसान होगा, सबसे पहले करियर बनाने की शर्त यही है कि जो अच्छा इंसान होगा वो कोई भी चीज करेगा वो अच्छा करेगा, अच्छे तरीके से करेगा। तो सबसे पहले ही शर्त यही है कि आप एक बेहतर इंसान, आप एक अच्छा इंसान बने। अगर आप एक अच्छा इंसान नहीं बने तो फिर आप कोई भी करियर में कहीं पर भी पहुंच जाएं, आपको कामयाब नहीं माना जाएगा। कामयाब वही आदमी है जो अच्छा इंसान है, जो हमेशा एक बेहतर उसकी सोच है, सकारात्मक सोच है, वही आदमी अपने लाइफ में अच्छा कर सकता है। तो सबसे पहले नैतिकता की यही एक शर्त है, पहली शर्त, कि आप अच्छा इंसान बने। आप अपने माता पिता की इज्जत करें, तभी आप दूसरे अपने दोस्तों की इज्जत कर सकते हैं। आप अपने माँ बाप की इज्जत नहीं करेंगे तो आप बाहर क्या इज्जत कर सकते हैं किसी की। तो इसीलिए क्या है कि सबसे इसकी शर्त यही है कि आप एक अच्छा इंसान बने, अच्छी सोच रखें, सकारात्मक सोच रखें। और जब ये सारी चीजें आप करेंगे तो नैतिक भी आप होंगे। क्योंकि जो आदमी, और देखिए, जो नैतिकता है ना, वो हो सकता है कि शुरुआत में लोग आपको ना रिकॉग्नाइज करें, ना आपकी पहचान बने, लेकिन आप जब एक अच्छे इंसान के तौर पर धीरे धीरे कुछ करते रहेंगे ना, तो आपकी एक जो पहचान है वो एक बन जाएगी कि नहीं, ये अच्छा इंसान है। मैंने जब एनडीटीवी ज्वाइन किया था, मैं एक छोटा सा वाकया बताता हूँ। तो मेरे एक सीनियर जो हमारे थे, उन्होंने फर्स्ट टाइम जब इंटरव्यू लेके, और जब ज्वाइनिंग थी जिस दिन, उन्होंने यही कहा कि सबसे पहले अच्छा इंसान बनो। अच्छा इंसान अगर तुम लोग रहोगे तो हम एक अच्छा पत्रकार तुम्हें बना देंगे, लेकिन अगर आप अच्छा इंसान नहीं रहते हैं तो आप कोई चीज अच्छी नहीं कर सकते। तो इसलिए सबसे पहली शर्त है कि आप अच्छे इंसान बने, एक पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट के साथ में फील्ड में उतरें, और एक पैशन के साथ में, एक लगन के साथ में, कि हम जो भी कुछ भी करेंगे वो हम पैशनेट तरीके से करेंगे। तो ये चीजें अगर आपके अंदर होगी ना, कि हम मतलब कि वॉट एवर यू डू विथ पैशन, तो जब पैशन से आप करेंगे, अच्छा इंसान आप रहेंगे, तो मेरे हिसाब से ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि आपको सफलता न मिले करियर में।
तो इसी से हमें ये पता चलता है कि नैतिकता केवल जर्नलिज्म में ही नहीं, किसी भी पेशे में काफी ज्यादा जरूरी है। और अगला प्रश्न ये रहा मेरा कि एक मिथक ये है कि जनसंचार का अध्ययन करने के बाद सीमित अवसर या नौकरी के विकल्प बचते हैं। ये कहाँ तक सच है सर?
देखो, अब जो चीजें, जैसे अब हमारा जो मीडियम है उसमें सीमित इसलिए है, कुछ चीजें सीमित हो रही हैं, कुछ चीजें नए अवसर पैदा कर रही हैं। अब आप देखिए न्यूज़पेपर, मैं यहाँ तमाम सारे जो नौजवान लोग हैं वो हैं, सुन रहे होंगे। अब आप खुद पूछिए कि जो आपके फादर एक न्यूज़पेपर की रोज वो न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते थे, आप कितना न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते हो? आप अपने घर में न्यूज़पेपर कभी उठा के आपने कुर्सी पर बैठकर आप न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते हो? मेरी मतलब मैं आपसे कहूंगा कि मुश्किल से 20% लोग पढ़ते होंगे, कि सुबह उठ के चाय की प्याली के साथ में न्यूज़पेपर खोल लेना। तो आप देखिए कि अखबार का जो माध्यम है वो धीरे धीरे सिमटा है, अखबार अब मोबाइल में आ गया है। तो लेकिन उस मोबाइल का क्या है, एक मोबाइल ने एक नए रास्ते दे दिए कि आपको डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म। अब आप मेरे जैसे पत्रकार नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी आपने देखा कि इस जगह पर गंदगी, आपने तुरंत मोबाइल निकाला और पीछे कि ये देखिए, ये एक शख्स है जो कि छेड़खानी कर रहा है। आप उसको दिखा सकते हैं, आप उसकी रिपोर्ट कर सकते हैं कि मैं इस वक्त इस जगह पर खड़ी हूँ और ये शख्स जो है मेरे पीछे चोरी कर रहा है या छेड़खानी कर रहा है, किसी के साथ में गलत काम कर रहा है। तो प्लीज इसको आप, ये छोटा सा वीडियो आपने अपलोड कर दिया, ये भी एक तरीके की रिपोर्टिंग है। तो एक नया मौका, एक नया अवसर दे दिया आपको इस मोबाइल ने। और अगर आज की तारीख में न्यूज़पेपर का जमाना होता तो उस खबर को लेकर आप 4 किलोमीटर 10 किलोमीटर दूर अखबार के दफ्तर में जाते, फिर वो वहां जो बैठा रहता है उसके हाथ में, सर एक मेरी अखबार, एक न्यूज पे है, इसको आप प्लीज पब्लिश कर दीजिए। वो कहता है अरे नहीं यार, ये हमारे काम का नहीं। लेकिन ये वो सिकुड़ा अखबार का काम तो एक डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म ने आपको मौका दे दिया। तो ऐसे डिजिटल में बहुत सारी नई नई कंपनियां आ गई हैं। आपका जो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट है वो अभी हिंदी में आ रहा है। गूगल ने हिंदी के तमाम सारे लोगों को, इंग्लिश के तमाम सारे लोगों को, इंडियंस को हायर किया है कि वो अपना कंटेंट यहाँ का बना के देंगे। तो एक अखबार का थोड़ा सा शिफ्ट, वो सिकुड़ा है थोड़ा रोजगार के उससे, लेकिन डिजिटल ने आपको और नए मौके दे दिए हैं। तो समय समय पर, वक्त वक्त पर जो है ना, मीडियम और जो रोजगार का चेहरा है, जो तरीका है ना, वो चेंज होता रहता है।
तो इसी के साथ मैं अपने अगले प्रश्न पे जाऊंगी कि जब पुस्तक और पत्रिका प्रकाशन में काम करने की बात आती है तो क्या हमेशा पहले लेखक फिर संपादक के पद पर आना आवश्यक है?
बिल्कुल, क्योंकि लेखक होना एक आप समझ लीजिए कि प्राइमरी स्टेप है, प्राथमिक स्टेप है। तमाम सारे लेखक एक आदमी के होना ये संपादक का काम है कि वो आपके माइंडसेट से, आपने, अर्पिता ने कोई किताब लिख के दी, मैं रवीश हूँ, मैं संपादक हूँ। अर्पिता ने किताब लिख के दी, विवेक ने किताब लिख के दी, दानिश ने किताब लिख के दी। तो मैं उन किताबों को देखूंगा और फिर मैं ये फील करूंगा कि मैं ही दानिश हूँ, मैं ही अर्पिता हूँ, मैं ही विवेक हूँ। तो इस वजह से क्या है, संपादक का थोड़ा रोल बड़ा होता है, उसका एक्सपीरियंस बड़ा होता है, उसका काम करने का तरीका जो है वो अनुभव के आधार पर बड़ा होता है। तो इसके वजह से जो भी ऐसे लोग हैं जो डायरेक्ट संपादक बन जाते हैं, मेरे हिसाब से वो कामयाब भी नहीं हो पाएंगे, क्योंकि वो माइंडसेट नहीं जानते हैं एक रिपोर्टर का, एक जो ग्राउंड पर आदमी काम कर रहा है, जिसने किताब लिखी, वो किस माइंडसेट से उसने किताब लिखी, कौन सी जानकारी को शेयर करना चाहता है। वो तभी आप समझ पाएंगे जब आप लेखक से होते हुए आपने संपादक की जिंदगी जी हो। तो संपादक बनने के लिए लेखक बनना जरूरी है। ये
तो इसी के साथ मेरे सभी प्रश्न समाप्त होते हैं। मैं उम्मीद करूंगी कि जो भी छात्र मास मीडिया में रुचि रखते हैं उनके काफी सारे डाउट्स क्लियर हो चुके होंगे। मैं VIS की संचालन समिति और पूरे VIS के समुदाय की ओर से आपका धन्यवाद करना चाहती हूँ। हम सौभाग्यशाली हैं कि आपने अपने व्यस्त कार्यक्रम में से समय निकाला और हमारे छात्रों के साथ अपने मूल्यवान अनुभव को साझा किया। महत्वपूर्ण करियर जागरूकता के बारे में आपका पथ प्रदर्शन छात्रों को मूल्यवान अंतर्दृष्टि प्रदान करेगा। आपका एक बार फिर से हार्दिक धन्यवाद।
जी धन्यवाद। जब भी आप मौका देंगे युवाओं के साथ बातचीत करने में मुझे भी बहुत अच्छा लगता है। तो मैं कभी भी किसी भी तरीके की आपकी क्वेरी होगी तो आप प्लीज बताइएगा, और मैं यही शुभकामना देता हूं कि आप जो कुछ भी करें अच्छा करें, अच्छी लाइफ बिताएं।
शुक्रिया।
Thank you, sir. That was greatly beneficial and inspiring. Hearing from a personality like you, students are bound to take it seriously. We look forward to our careers with newfound vigor. Let's explore some opportunities in this challenging field of mass media and journalism through our next presentation.
Hello everyone. Today I will be talking about mass media and journalism. So let us first understand what is mass media. Mass media refers to a diverse array of media technologies that reaches a large number of audience. In early days, newspaper and radios were the basic boundary of mass media, but now, after many decades, it's an integral part of lifestyle, and also it's even a separate field of employment. To learn more about the lucrative career options of mass media, I would like to invite Himanshi.
A degree in mass communication opens up opportunities in journalism, public relations, and advertising as a career. The career prospects after a course in mass communications are bright, and many students opt for different subject combinations that are offered in this field of study. But remember that the language is crucial to success. We have 3 format courses: degree, diploma, and certifications. Now we will see the courses that are offered in India: Bachelors of Mass Communication and Journalism, Bachelors of Mass Communication, Bachelors of Mass Media, and many more.
All these format courses have similar eligibility criteria. Candidates must complete their 10th and 12th in any stream from a recognized board. They must attain a minimum of 50 to 60% marks in their 12th and graduation. Stream is not at all mandatory to pursue this field. Candidates should be a minimum of 17 years old. They should be fluent in either Hindi or English. For higher studies require higher education with the age limit of 30 to 35 years old. Many good colleges offer these courses. The various colleges will now be explained by Santosh.
In India, due to the evolution of mass media, there are many options for the student who are willing to make a career out of it. Now we will discuss the 4 topmost colleges that are considered to be a great field of knowledge on mass media. Our first college is IIMC, the second one is Christ University of Bangalore, the third one is SIMC. Now the further will be elaborated by Aryan.
IIMC, Indian Institute of Mass Communication. It is an autonomous institution which is supported by Ministry of Government of India. This college is known for its diploma courses. Christ University, Bangalore. This institution is known for education provided in its campuses. The latest post-graduation program, that is MA in Mass Media, was introduced in 2004. SIMC, Symbiosis Institute of Mass Communication. This institution records 247 rank by the US World University. It records 82.62 placements all over India.
Thank you.
It was indeed a learning session where students' knowledge about mass media and journalism would have been augmented.
Let's tour the inspiring occupation of civil services. Genius is 1%. Hard work is 99%. Preparation for the civil services exam is unlike any other exam. It is like preparing for a marathon and not a sprint. Most essentially, it requires planning. Apart from this, one has to give one's dedication, commitment, and most importantly, show willpower. I would like to seek your attention towards the message conveyed by our respectable panelist, Mr. Aditya Vikram Yadav, sir. IAS, sir, you are an epitome of hard work, sincerity, and dedication, and this is clearly reflected on the work that you have accomplished.
My warm greetings to all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Mr. Aditya Vikram Yadav, IAS, to a virtual career fair. Sir is an alumnus of Sanskriti School in New Delhi and graduated from National Law University in 2016 with a BA LLB degree. He was recommended for Indian Revenue Services after securing 302 rank in UPSC Civil Service Examination in 2016. He was also recommended for Indian Administrative Services after securing 72 rank in UPSC Civil Service Examination in 2017. He is passionate about public service, social entrepreneurship, running, and reading. Welcome, sir, in this career guidance event, as this effort will help the students of Vandana International School to achieve their goals in securing their future by opting different career options. So my first question is, how is your experience of being an IAS officer so far? How does it feel to be an IAS officer?
Thank you very much for the generous introduction, Jasmine. It has been a dream for quite a number of years. As since the time I was in school, I used to think of public service as one of the objectives of employment. I never thought of employment as a means of just perhaps earning money or leading a good life. But given the benefits which a number of us have received in a country where the average income of more than 90% people, average monthly income is less than 10,000 rupees, where we have about 20% poverty rates, wherein 20% of our population does not have enough money for basic animal subsistence. I believe that we are all very fortunate to have been given the opportunity of studying in good English medium schools, given the opportunity of staying in big cities such as Delhi. And I always felt that I had some sort of a duty towards the country, and I felt that civil services gave me the widest mandate to fulfill any and all responsibilities which I felt. Secondly, and most importantly, I feel that it wasn't entirely altruistic. It is also an exceedingly exciting life. It gives you some sort of influence over what you think is perhaps going wrong or has to be mended in society. And it gives you a great understanding into social, economic, and political relations between communities, between areas, and makes you a much fuller individual, in my understanding.
So, what do you think? How should one evaluate oneself before deciding to choose civil service as a career option?
Uh, as a lot of you would probably know already, there may be a number of reasons why anyone may want to study for the UPSC or consider a career in the civil services. I feel that whatever reason you do have, uh, the exam is such that it tests you to the limits of your endurance. And if your reasoning is not good enough, or if you yourself are not satisfied with your own justification, it becomes extremely challenging to carry on the arduous process of preparation for a period of 2, 3, perhaps even 5 years with the same consistency as you did from the first day. Which is why I would recommend to everyone who may be considering a career in the civil services that your justification should um, convince you out of all people. And it should not be the reason why you're considering a career should not be because your parents think you would be good in it, or because someone in your family seems to value it more than you do. Because that is not the sort of motivation which can drive you to uh, work to the best of your capacity and explore your fullest potential over a long period of time. So I believe that the process of the UPSC process of examination is arduous enough to test the best of us, and therefore our motivation and our justifications for taking this exam uh, need to be absolutely foolproof.
Indeed. So, what was your strategy for clearing prelims? What would you suggest young aspirants to focus on?
I'm quite surprised that one has to discuss this with people who are still in class 12. I'm very happy that all of you are looking at your future careers. Uh, I mean, from the time that you're all in school, and as I just learned, Jasmine has decided to appear at the UPSC for the next opportunity. I feel the prelims is the toughest of the three stages. The reason for that being that there are 100 questions in paper one and about 80 questions in paper two, over which about 10 lakh candidates have to be screened, which implies that the margins in the exam are extremely thin. And the smallest of mistakes can mean that you exit or uh, are recommended for the mains. In this particular context, I feel that the preparation requires the most amount of detailed study into a number of different fields, which cannot be substituted by any sort of shortcuts, and has to be a long and arduous process of hard work over a minimum period of a year.
So, when should one ideally start the preparation process?
I feel that there cannot be a day when we suddenly start preparing or start devoting long portions of our day to preparation. I believe a more gradual approach is required, where every one of us has to assess whether or not we think we are made for this preparation, because and whether or not our motivations to take this exam would see us through a couple of years or 3 years. Which is why I think that starting to prepare, even I mean, in your whenever you have some time, by watching videos on YouTube, by just studying the syllabus or reading the newspaper whenever you have the time, when perhaps you're in your last years of schools or in your early years of college, is a good idea. As on a daily basis, it reinforces the fact that you do think that you are liking the syllabus. You do think that there is the end to which you have to reach is justifiable in your mind on a daily basis. And it also prepares you uh, for increasing your endurance as in when your preparation has to intensify. So I don't think one has to necessarily start by devoting 6 to 8 hours a day, but you can start from a, a lower level and gradually build yourself up, as this exam is a marathon and not a sprint. So we have to calibrate our speed and our intensity from time to time.
That's amazing, sir. What difficulties did you face during the exams and interviews, and how did you overcome them?
The exam is mentally and physically, it is a difficult process, and one had to deal most importantly with oneself. The external world has, at least in my experience, the world external from my own home, from my parents and my family, uh, was seen to be entirely excluded from my life. I did not leave home for quite long, other than to buy books or attend classes. Um, so it was a lonely journey in the sense that one had to spend time with just books on a daily basis. And UPSC, in a sense, encompasses not just your day but your life as you're doing this for a number of months at a stretch. Um, the biggest challenge was winning over your own mind, because, and it's not as if when it's closer to the examination you feel you necessarily cannot do it, but on a daily basis when you're pushing yourself a little more and with no validation per se, as the exam happens once a year and the only validation you can receive is on exam day, it is challenging to keep yourself motivated, and keep telling yourself that in an exam where 10 lakh people may be appearing, you think you are good enough uh, to crack it. So that was quite a challenge, but I feel that mental strength, you build up your mental strength. And in my experience, the best aspect of the UPSC exam is that it does not necessarily just prepare you for the civil services, but for life. As the skills you gain, and with regard to your preparation, and the confidence you gain in yourself, prepares you for any and every job and is equally relevant everywhere.
Even after attempting UPSC exams many times, some aspirants can't make it to the mark. When is the right time to change paths?
Uh, for most people, I think everyone's journey is unique. It's difficult to say as to what it is that UPSC requires, and that is the reason why this exam is an enigma. You never know whether you should continue going on the line on which you're continuing, or change path. The experience of toppers and people who've succeeded in the exam over many years has only taught us that there is no one way. And people who may be just out of college versus someone who is married, working for the last 10 years with their own children, can be equally likely to succeed with different methods of studies, different styles of preparation, and so on. So it is, I believe that is a very personal question. And after a number of attempts, you do have to change track. But that sort of self-assessment which is required um, is perhaps missing in most of us, especially me. I feel that most of us who make it to the exam finally are more fortunate uh, than I'd say capable, because capability being a subjective term and this exam being entirely subjective, uh, also brings in that aspect of luck into the entire process, which is why I don't think most of us who do not make it should necessarily be disheartened at any stage.
So, what would you suggest all the young aspirants to do? What to focus on?
Um, the one value which comes out in everyone's preparation, everyone who has done well at the UPSC, is consistency. Uh, it is an exam which requires you to prepare on a daily basis and in a highly disciplined manner. the intensity of your studies, the number of hours you're giving in, the sources you're referring to, uh, are possibly all secondary. What matters most is smart study on a daily basis and in a consistent manner. I feel that is most important, and that is something which pervades not just UPSC but also exams which will precede UPSC in your life, including your boards, including different exams in college and so on. My advice to the very to just all of the smart students at Vandana International would just be that the nature of examinations and selections in India, fortunately or otherwise, are entrance exam based, which means that you have to give in a lot of time and effort over a definite period, say a year or 2 years, uh, for an exam. If we try and understand that and work towards it in a systematic manner, uh, I don't see why most of us should not succeed. And I think just understanding the nature of examinations in India is very important if you're looking to clear many of those.
Thank you very much, sir. I would like to extend my deep thanks and utmost appreciation on behalf of Vandana International School for sparing your valuable time and guiding us students for UPSC career option. My heartfelt gratitude to you, sir. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you very much, Jasmine.
The address was extremely immersive and motivating. To further consolidate and reaffirm the message by Aditya Vikram Yadav, sir, we have the address by Mr. Jaspal Singh, IPS. Sir is presently the Joint Commissioner of Police. Sir, your work has left a great imprint on the masses. Here is the success mantra of our top bureaucrat.
Let's create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, and become more. My greetings to all. This virtual career counseling session allow me to welcome respectable Sri Jaspal Singh, IPS Joint Commissioner of Police. He joined the Indian Services in 1996 and has offered his services for 12 years in Delhi, Goa, Puducherry, Andaman and Nicobar Islands as a Deputy Director in the Intelligence Bureau. He handled challenging assignments for 5 years. He has been awarded the Police Medal for his meritorious service in Andaman and Nicobar Islands during massive earthquakes and tsunami and has also facilitated publication of a book. As a student, he was nominated as a member of the University Senate by the Governor of Punjab for his excellence in academics. We welcome you, sir. So my
Thank you.
question is, please share your journey of becoming an IPS officer.
Well, it's been a long journey, and as you already said that I am from 96 batch. When we say that 96 batch, that actually means that you appear in the exam previous year, that is 95 exam, and 1996 batch is allocated to you. The service starts from the first day of the January of that year, in which year you are allocated to the service. Before joining the civil service, I was a lecturer in a university, and then for a brief period I was with a oil company, state-owned oil company, Hindustan Petroleum. I was there as a senior officer in the marketing department, and initially I was not very keen to join civil services because being from the management background, you want to go in the area of your specialization. But during the course of my job, when I was handling LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, we appoint dealers, and there is open selection, and sometimes Government of India gives gas agencies on compassionate ground also. So one agency was allocated to one widow of an army officer, and we were directed by the central government and the state government also that all possible help is to be extended to that lady because she had lost her husband. She was very young, So it was during the course of that, when we were, helping her out in setting up the system, opening the agency, inaugurating the agency, initial bookings, so that there is no trouble for, her at the later stage, because at that time, today, the gas connection is available just for the asking. But at that time, it was in a very short supply, and it used to be a very premium commodity at that time. So, state government officials, they also want, okay, they should be given backdoor entry, and their booking should be done in advance, and they should not stand in the queue. So it so happened that after 3 years of commissioning of that agency, and when I came back to Chandigarh, and we were informed that the local subdivisional magistrate has stopped the booking of the gas agency. And then I rushed to, that was a place called Anandpur Sahib in district Roopnagar of Punjab. So I tried to convince him, okay, look, there are no irregularities, because the oil company officers who happen to be Government of India undertaking officer, they themselves were involved, and the police department provided full assistance to the oil company officers. They were, assisting us in forming the queue. So, but somehow I was finding the conduct of that officer very, very adamant, and he was drunk with power. And on my way back, when you go from Anandpur Sahib to Chandigarh, in between the district headquarters comes. So I met the deputy commissioner. He was a young officer, as normally they are, because after 6-7 years of service, you become a deputy commissioner of a district. So I explained him the problem, and within 5 minutes, he understood the entire problem. I will not go into details because that is not meant for the young students. He immediately understood, and he said, Mr. Singh, in front of you, I'm directing the subdivisional magistrate to open the booking. Rather, I'm directing him to deploy his own department officers to help this lady. So that was the time when I thought that people with right mindset, right approach to public service should come to civil service, and I could make out also that with one single direction of a right thinking officer, the whole trouble of an individual is over. So that was the time when I decided to appear in the civil service. Though working in a corporate organization, it is very, very difficult to prepare for the civil services examination, which is considered to be the toughest in the world.
Yes,
it's very, very widely extensive exam. So that was the time when I decided to appear in the civil service.
So do you think it is very important for us to devote all our time to the preparation like it had with you?
I would say, look, like any other profession, it definitely requires hard work. But more than the hard work, it requires your positive attitude and the planning.
Yes, sir.
What subjects you are thinking of, keeping as a main subject, and where would you source your material from? How many hours of day you would study? The planning is very, very important, and then you should select a subject in which you feel comfortable and which is scoring also. Regarding general studies, now earlier at my time there used to be 2 papers, but now there are 4 papers of general studies, and anything under the blue sky can be asked in general studies would include freedom struggle, and then modern history of India, geography, economy, science and technology, art and culture, everything, personalities, places. You think of anything in general studies which normally an administrator, a young administrator should know, because it's about your country, about your world, about your worldview also, and almost all the contemporary issues which are facing the world and your own country. So general studies is very important, and you have to plan, by looking at the question papers of previous years. Okay, like at our time there used to be two-liners. So in two-liners, if you have mastered that art of replying in 2 lines, and you would get 30 marks, all these kinds of questions. And then you should be a daily reader of 2 prominent English newspapers, one regional paper also, which covers your own home state, because sometimes in the interview, questions can always be asked about your home state. If you are proficient in understanding your home state, then only you will be able to, understand about the world, about the country. So you should read regional papers also, and 2 good magazines of current affairs, So that is the planning what you should do. And the subject, of course, the subject which you have chosen, good writers other than the textbooks prescribed, 3-4 general books about that subject, contemporary, to contemporize the subject, because textbooks are published, a few years, some years back, but to contemporize, to get the hand on latest information about your subject, like law is also a subject, economics is also a subject, political science is also a subject, but economics में भी बहुत सारी developments होती है, political science में भी, history में भी. So to contemporize, you must read non-fiction concerned to that particular subject. There are n number of books about history, world history, modern politics, So you should be having, because simply joining an academy and studying for 18 hours would not be of much use unless you have a plan, okay, how you want to go about your preparations.
So sir, what do you think are the core skills that a young aspirant must have for a successful career in this field?
In the civil services?
In this field, what are some skills which a young aspirant must have?
Yes. I would, cite one Mr. Tejendra Khanna, who happened to be Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, and who was also Secretary Commerce. And he once came to the academy when I was an officer trainee at Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy of Administration. He said, look, 2 most important qualities which you have other than the people who are in other professions is the command over English language and the memory. Because memory is also very important for an administrator. You have to, conduct meetings, you have to listen to the people, and you can't make notes every time, when you are listening to the public. And memory will also serve you in the exams also, but subsequently in the career also, because you have to go and brief the political leadership, your senior officers, you have to, talk to the people, you have to listen to their grievances and later on write notes also. And the command over English also. That does not mean that you should not be proficient in your mother tongue and other regional language, because there is one paper in the civil service exam about general English and your mother tongue also, the language which you declare as a mother tongue. So the overall approach is that you should be proficient in your mother tongue also, and you should be proficient in English also. Because some time back, Union Public Service Commission thought that people with analytical skills are not joining the service, and their written and English is not good, because ultimately some of the selected candidates join Indian Foreign Service also. Most of the laws are in English, and the judgments are in English. So therefore, you must understand the law also, and like income tax. If you are a revenue service officer, you should be very master of the Income Tax Act. Later on, you have to do the mastery over the Income Tax Act, Customs Act. There are n number of tax. Customs, if you join customs, if you are an IAS officer, you should be proficient in Criminal Procedure Code. There are n number of other laws also. So it was thought that, so therefore the paper on essay was introduced. So essay you can perform only when you read the newspaper every day. You have a command over contemporary issues, like climate change. Now, our Prime Minister has gone to Italy to attend the conference of parties on climate change. So every student should, editorials, cut the editorials, or digitally, if you are digitally literate, then go to the computer and on the digital edition, uh, copy and paste in your folder. So there are good editorials on certain subjects, like digital data privacy. There are n number of subjects. So a student will have to be very dynamic. Dynamic is in the sense that he should be abreast of contemporary developments in the world, particularly in his chosen subjects also. So, and reading the newspaper will definitely improve his verbal skills also, his vocabulary also, and his analytical skills also. And when you are reading 1 or 2 or 3 newspapers, then you can compare the editorial on a particular subject. What is the approach of newspaper A, newspaper B, newspaper C? So that will give you sharpen your analytical skills. There are different perspectives to a problem because editorial policy also differs of different newspapers. So that can give you an idea. Okay, right from the beginning, you can start having different perspectives about a problem, and that helps you later on in the administration, whichever department, whichever service you are allocated, because there is no one good way of doing a thing. There may be different approaches, different paths to solve the solution of a problem. So therefore, reading newspaper, good magazines, and analyzing the editorials, and reading non-fiction books on contemporary subjects is also very important. And yes, they can even start solving the crossword puzzles also, because that will give them an idea about how selection of the correct word to express a idea. So these, you should be dynamic, you should be good in English, and you should be good in your mother tongue also. Although they are of qualifying nature, their marks are not added to the overall civil services mark. And analytical skills also, because intelligence personality development test is also there. Analytical skills should also be there, because complexities is there in administration when you are dealing with human beings. No two human beings, not even real brothers, are alike in terms of thoughts and ideas. So therefore you should be able to distinguish between people also, and never say, don't try to project yourself into the people who are coming before you as complainants, as requesting for a particular service which the state delivers. So that will give them an idea about being patient. So that is also very good. Patience is also a very good quality. Yeah.
Your insights are really amazing, sir. It is a great opportunity to seek your valuable guidance. My heartfelt gratitude to you for spending your valuable time to keep the students focused for this most respectful field and inspiring them to join in. I extend my heartiest gratitude to you on behalf of Vandana International School. Have a great
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
This session dived deep and taught the mind-blowing tactics to turn the big dreams of our aspiring students into reality. To look at some of the job prospects in this most sought-after and challenging field of study, the civil services. Let's have a look at the presentation.
Good morning everyone. I, Yukti Arora, welcomes you to the Vandana International Career Fair. So, today's topic is UPSC as a career. So, when it comes to career choices, the Civil Services of India has been considered the best career. UPSC is a recruiting agency for Central Government of India. It is also responsible for the appointments and examination of Group A and Group B posts under Civil Services and Defence Services of Union Government of India. Now let us continue with the basic qualifications, that is eligibility criteria for UPSC. First, a candidate must hold a graduation degree from the government recognized university. In the final years or the awaiting years, the candidate is also eligible to pursue UPSC. As you can see that for the EWS or general category, the upper age limit is 32 years and the number of attempts are 6. And for OBC category, the number of attempts are 9 and the upper age limit is 35 years. And for scheduled caste and scheduled types, the number of attempts are unlimited and the upper age limit is 37 years. Now, let's have a look at eligibility criteria, that is nationality. A candidate must be a citizen of India or a subject of Nepal or Bhutan, or a Tibetan refugee who have permanently settled in India before 1st January 1962, or a person of origin Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Burma and East African country to permanently settle in India can also pursue for UPSC. Now let's have a look at selection process of UPSC. So basically the selection process of UPSC happens in 3 stages. Stage 1, preliminary examination, which will be of objective type. Stage 2, the main examination, which will be of written type. And the third and the last step is personality test, that is interview. Now let's have a look at types of UPSC services. First, IAS, Indian Administrative Services. Second, IPS, Indian Police Services. Third, IFS, Indian Forest Service. Let's have a look at the salary structure, that is payroll to the officials. The basic pay starts from 56,100 and after 37 years of services it reaches 2,50,000. Now let's have a look at the added benefits to the officials. First, residence, transport, bills, vacations, security are some of the benefits that is provided to the officials. So thank you all the listeners, and I hope this information would help you to choose the best career for yourself.
That was indeed very informative and really enlightening. It is no hidden truth that a government job comes with hordes of benefits. So, here are students presenting the prospects and opportunities of this particular field of occupation.
Hello everyone, here in this video we will be talking about government jobs, precisely about Railway Recruitment Board, paramilitary forces and state administrative jobs. Let's talk about the Railway Recruitment Board, which is a government organization under the Ministry of Railways, Government of India. The candidates are invited for 4 posts: Group D, non-technical popular categories, assistant loco pilot and junior engineer. Let me tell you the overall highlights of the RRB exams. The RRBs or the Railway Recruitment Cells conduct the examinations at national level, from which the candidates are selected for Group C and Group D categories. The examinations are held annually in more than 10 different languages. Here is the eligibility criteria for all the 4 categories. The minimum age limit is 18 years in all the categories, while the qualification varies from category to category. Here are the skills required to get a job under the Railway Recruitment Board. Just like every career, ethics, communication skills, punctuality, etc. are very important to get a job here. Here is the remuneration for all the 4 categories of the RRB. The basic salary of Group T is 18,000 rupees. For ALP is 19,900 rupees. For NTPC it is 35,400 rupees, and for that of a junior engineer it is 29,300 rupees. Let's talk about the paramilitary forces, which are semi-militarized forces and are not formally a part of the country's armed forces. The eligibility criteria for border security forces and central industrial security forces is given here. The educational qualification and age limit for different posts under the BSF and CISF is given over here. The basic salary for a BSF personnel is 7,440, and for that of a CISF personnel is 9,300 rupees. The eligibility criteria for Central Reserve Police Forces and National Security Guards is given over here. Here is the qualification and age limit for a CRPF personnel. Talking about the NSG, there is no direct recruitment, so the recruitments are done from the existing forces. The basic salary salary of a CRPF personnel is 15,560, and for that of NSG, the average salary is 10 lakhs per annum. Ethics, patience, physical fitness, and discipline are some of the skills that are required to get into paramilitary. Let's talk about the paramilitary forces, which are semi-militarized forces and are not formally a part of the country's armed forces. Each state has its own public service commission, so the eligibility criteria to become a PCS officer differs from state to state. One thing I want you all to notice here is that regional language is compulsory in each state. Skills like commitment, compassion, and justice make up a civil servant. The basic salary for a PCS officer is 56,100 rupees, which keeps on increasing with promotion and post. Thank you so much. I hope this presentation was helpful and will guide you enough for your future career.
Thank you for putting up your efforts in these presentations and videos. They were very interesting as well as informative.
Geospatial technology enables us to acquire data that is referenced to the Earth and use it for analysis, modeling, simulations, and visualization. Cartography is the art and science of graphically representing a geographical area. Let's look at some interesting job prospects in these wonderful fields through a PowerPoint presentation.
Very warm welcome to everyone present here. I'm sure everyone present here must have used a map sometimes or the other, and it is very unusual to keep a map with you while traveling. But some of you have thought that how that piece of paper is made and who has designed it. So a cartographer is a person who makes and designs maps. Now let us talk about the eligibility criteria required for becoming a cartographer. Postgraduate diploma in geographical cartography, and the eligibility for the same is graduation, and the duration of course is about 2 years. One can also pursue certificate course in geographical cartography, and the duration of course varies from about 6 months to a year. And it is desirable that one must possess skills like spatial skills, analytical skills, technical skills, and many more. And also, one should have a great observation. Now, let us gain some insights about the top institutes of India that offer cartography as a course. First, Jamia Islamia University, Delhi, IIT Institute of Survey and Mapping, Hyderabad. And now, let us gain some knowledge about the abroad colleges that offer such course. Newcastle University, UK, Fleming College, Canada. Now, my partner Sahil will continue with a new career opportunity in geography, that is geospatial technology.
Now let's talk about another career option, that is geospatial technology. It is a term used to describe the range of modern tools contributing to the geographical mapping and analysis of Earth and human societies. However, there are some prerequisite educational qualifications needed for being a geospatial technologist. First, the candidate is required to have a high school diploma. Second, the candidate must possess at least a 2 years degree in geospatial information or related field. Third, most importantly, he or she should have at least a bachelor degree in either of these subjects: science, engineering, economics, geography, or mathematics. There are some institutions offering courses in geospatial technology. Some of these are MIT University, Noida, IIT Guwahati, North Odisha University in Odisha. The remuneration of geospatial technologists ranges between 3,80,000 to 5 lakhs. Hope the above information related to geospatial technology and cartography will prove to be helpful and enlightening. Thank you.
Indeed, that was very enlightening.
The arts are a critical component of healthcare. Expressive art is a tool to explore, develop, and practice creativity as a means to wellness. When you are an artist, you are a healer. A worthless trust of the same mystery is the foundation of your work and its integrity. To explore some informative career options in performing arts, let's enjoy an animation film.
Oh my god! The whole
love when I dance.
I do understand, beta. But don't you think now you should be serious about your career? This dance won't help you much.
No, Mom, it's not right. Do you know, last Saturday, our school had organized career fair, and you know what happened? I came to know that my passion can be my career.
Hey, don't be foolish. To be a dancer, I think it cannot be a long-lasting career. You scored very good marks, and in my opinion, you should either choose medical or non-medical.
But Mom, you always taught me we should do that only where we can get satisfaction and happiness. And I will be happy only if I pursue my career in dancing. Oh, I think Isha, Shruti and Mehak have arrived.
Go and open the door.
Hi. Hello, Auntie. How are you?
I'm doing good, beta. How are you?
Hey, what happened? Is something serious going on?
Nothing, beta. Again, the same discussion. Career.
Yes, Auntie, we have decided. I am a good singer.
I am an actress. I am good in presentation. And I am good in dancing. So, we will have our own band.
It's good, beta, but it's really very easy to decide, but difficult to pursue. What's your plan? We should have an accurate map to reach our destination. Have you ever seen a metro map? It helps us to reach our exact location.
No worries, Papa. As per the information we collected during career fair, and I also surfed internet and got some information about. So here it is. As per my understanding, Papa, if we put quality check for a student who wants to pursue performing arts, that person needs to be strongly creative and practical oriented. The candidate should be good at any art form, be it dance, music, acting, or singing. Physical stamina and presentation skills are prerequisite. One should have the ability to spend long hours in practicing respective form of art which one wants to get into. The eligibility criteria for most of these programs is 10 plus 2 from any stream. Most of these institutes provide us the opportunity, assist the candidate on their skills by conducting a skill assessment in the respective form of art. Banaras Hindu University, Christ University, MSU Baroda, Lalit Kala Kendra. All these universities conduct their own entrance exams, which one give after 12th. In India, degree options are available like Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Performing Arts, Bachelor in Arts, Bachelor in Arts Honors, Bachelor in Music, and Bachelor in Dance. There are many options available under performing arts are like actor, actress, choreographer, composer, dancer, director, dramatist, musician, screenwriter, singer, talent manager, theater artist, trainer, vocalist, and many more professions like YouTuber, or you can launch your music albums. So, Papa, victory is always possible for the person who refuses to stop fighting. All depends on how determined we are to be successful.
Truly wonderful to see how well this career option has been articulated by our talented students and teachers.
We're all different, but we're all the same. Just be you and don't let anyone tell you who you are. You don't need labels to make yourself feel valuable. You're better than that. YouTube and blogging make for some of the most exciting and sought after professions in this new technology driven life. Thousands of career prospects spring up where the internet is a hub of opportunities for the new budding stars. To provide the students a glimpse of this career field, let us watch a role play.
Hey Aryan, what are you doing over here? Don't you know today's Param's birthday? Let's go to his place.
I'm sorry, yaar, but tell him that I can't come to his party because I need to edit my video as soon as possible.
See this fool? He's working on his YouTube channel. Why are you wasting your time on this?
Yeah, she is right. There is no career in YouTube and blogging.
Are you guys still living in 90s? This is the age of internet and social media where you can achieve all of your dreams.
This sounds fascinating, but how to start on this platform?
First of all, you need your own YouTube channel, which is very easy to create. Then you need some basic equipments like a camera or even a good phone for recording. Then you can select your channel type. For example, if you are good at music, you can select music and you can just upload content related to music. And let me tell you guys, there are endless possibilities of creating content on YouTube.
Can you earn your living from YouTube and blogging?
Of course, there are different options through which you can earn your income through Google. First of all, you need thousands of subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Then only you are eligible for the Google AdSense program, through which you can earn your income by the Google Ads. And you can also start taking memberships, and you can also do super chat while going live. And once your brand value grows, different companies will sponsor you, which is like a dream come true.
But what skills are required for YouTube?
Skills. Good communication skill to engage with the audience. Good editing skills to make your video more attractive. Good title writing and a thumbnail is must. It will help YouTube to find your targeted audience.
Wow, that's so nice. Can you tell me some famous YouTubers?
Of course. Don't you know Harsh Beniwal, Flying Beast, Ashish Chanchalani? And you know what? Some of them are also getting chance to go to Bollywood.
Yeah, I really like them a lot. I will also start my gaming channel.
I have also heard about blogging. Can you tell me something about that?
Yeah, it is an online journal platform where you can share experiences or share informations with other readers.
But what skills are required for blogging?
You should have the ability to write effective content and have good grammar skills which can enhance your blogs.
What are the best websites for blogging?
Yeah, there are plenty great best websites that are blogger.com, WordPress, Typepad, etc.
Wow! I really like them both. I will do both YouTube and blogging.
I also agree with it.
Highly energizing and inspiring performance.
You never need an argument against the use of violence. You need an argument for it. That's what a linguist has a power of, the commander of languages. To explore the job prospects in linguistics, let's watch a role play disseminating information about linguists as a career option. Sorry for the technical glitch. Let's move.
The precepts of the law may be comprehended under these 3 points: to live honestly, to hurt no man willfully, and to render every man his due carefully. To inspire the students with her words of guidance and wisdom, We have a keynote address from our revered panelist, Ms. Neelam Tyagi, Senior Assistant Professor, Faculty of Law, DU. Ma'am has a rich experience in law and academics.
Greetings, everyone. I, Yashika Chauhan, here with Dr. Neelam Tyagi to help students to weave their way to law as a career. So with me on the show is Neelam ma'am, who is Assistant Professor at the Campus Law Center, Delhi University. She completed her LLB from Delhi University and has LLM specialization in corporate laws. And her doctoral research is on alternative It is so fascinating to have you here. We have so many questions to you, perhaps, from almost every part of your journey. But due to lack of time, we will ask specific ones. Ma'am, why and when did you decide to pursue law as a career?
So it was during one of my summer vacations, when probably I was in class 8, that I came across this bunch of books belonging to my father. While reading these books, those books were really engrossing and intriguing. I decided that, I want to do something related to this profession. So this is how, I sort of thought about pursuing law as a career. Reading those books gave me a sense of empowerment. And I thought that I can probably do something with the help of this profession about the injustice which I see across in society.
Ma'am, I'm sure there are many students who want to pursue law as a career and might be thinking about it. So ma'am, what are the scopes in law for as a career option?
So there are, I can take a separate 1-hour session on this aspect. Undoubtedly, law is not only a great profession, but it is a noble profession as well. So broadly, majority of the student either go to litigation in the court, that is court practice, or they, go into the corporate sector, that is they join a job, say in a law firm, or probably they become a, legal advisor, etc. So apart from these two broad classification, there are n number of, sub areas which can be pursued by a law student. One can be an advocate, one can be a judge, academician, researcher, they can join an NGO, they can be a social worker, they can be a legal correspondent, they can be a editor. If they are planning to pursue a career in politics, or in, they want to be a think tank or a policy maker. They can be a manager, banker, patent attorney, cyber law professional, arbitrator. They can even join JAG and they can serve the nation. So one can be an environmentalist, criminologist. You can join the judiciary. You can be a tax attorney. You can work towards the human right protection of people. So I think you name it, and there are, so many areas where the student can work. So legal world is open to you to have many options after pursuing your LLB qualification.
So ma'am, to sum up, we can say there are so many scope in a career field.
Yes.
So ma'am, if we talk about entrance exam, so what kind of preparation one needs to do for it?
Okay, so far as the preparation for the entrance exam is concerned, one has to be very clear that whether they want to pursue a 3-year course or a integrated 5-year course. So if you're planning to do a 3-year course, then as such, there is no entrance exam, which you have to give. Largely, it is based on the merit, and there are certain eligibility criteria that you have to fulfill. But then there are some top law schools which do conduct the entrance exams, and for that you have to study. If you are planning to do an integrated 5-year course, which can be a BA LLB, BCom LLB, BBA LLB, then of course, marks are not that much of a concern. The 12th marks are not a concern, but the preparation has to be of a top level. So there are, depending on which exam are you planning to give, whether it is a CLAT, whether it's a All India Law Entrance Test, whether it is for the Symbiosis Law School, or whether it is for the deemed universities that you are planning to give an exam. I mean, there is a common scheme that run through it. So largely, the questions relate to English, logical reasoning, basic mathematics, and the focus is largely on the legal aptitude. That is, you should be familiar about the basic legal jargon, and you should be able to understand and interpret them. Your English, should be of a proficient level, because it is a profession which is based on communication. So of course, you should be very clear about your grammar. You should strengthen your grammar. Your vocabulary should be strong, and you should be reading a lot of newspaper, to enhance your general knowledge, because there will be a lot of questions related to the general knowledge. So to crack this exam, the study material should be good. You should pick up any good book from the market, which, the student vouch for, and, there are mock tests which are available. There are sample papers which are available. So you need to practice them a lot, because they are, of course, going to build your confidence. They're going to speed up your answering, speed. You will be accurate about your answers. And the last mantra is to revise every topic weekly. So I think, in such a short span of time, this is the best answer that I can give as far as the preparation is concerned.
And ma'am, in your opinion, what impact does it make to do a degree from foreign on to make on a lawyer's portfolio? I mean, does it really make any difference from a degree of an Indian college?
Okay. So as far as the importance of doing an LLM is concerned, of course, if you do a master's in law, it is going to widen your knowledge. It is going to give you an edge with respect to the area of your specialization. And of course, it will add a gloss to your CV. But then ultimately, largely the LLM, if you are planning to, go to lectureship, then it is one of the exam before, you beforehand, which you have to pass, because NET and PhD remains the criteria. So if you are planning to go into a lectureship, then it doesn't matter whether you do your LLM from India or abroad. But, I will suggest that if you want to remain into practice, and, you have an option of doing an LLM, there are certain basic questions that you should be asking yourself. You should be asking yourself that, what is my purpose of doing an LLM? Whether I want to work abroad, whether I want to gain a specialized knowledge, whether I want to do it for a tag's sake, or whether, there is a peer pressure and parental pressure that I should be continuing my studies. So once you get a clarity about your, that why do you want to do an LLM, unless you get that clarity, it will be a disappointing task. So if you want to remain in practice, or you want to do lectureship, then of course you can pursue your LLM from India. But if you have, that kind of money, and, you want to widen your horizon, then of course you can do your LLM from abroad. But if you think that just because you have done an LLM from abroad, it will be your gateway to a job abroad, or, because you want to settle abroad and so you want to do this degree, I mean, it is largely a myth, because doing LLM from a foreign country will not make you eligible to practice there. Apart from this, there are various other reasons like time, cost, money, which you have to evaluate that whether I should be doing my LLM from abroad or not. So you have to decide according to these parameters.
So mom, you are graduated from University of Delhi, which is a very good university. Nowadays also NLUs and top government colleges are taking entrance exam and they are too tough. So ma'am, my question is it necessary to get into high profile college to achieve magnificent success?
No, I don't think so. I mean, to begin with, success in the legal profession does not depend on the brand of the college. The actual practice or the practical knowledge you get, when you actually join the profession, you intern under somebody. Now, to answer this question, I would again like to divide it into two components. The first one is that if you want to be a practicing advocate, you want to go to litigation, you want to be to join the legal practice, and in that case, the law schools just give you bookish knowledge, and the top branded school will give you some practical training on how to conduct yourselves, the court mannerism, etc. But the tricks of the trade you do learn when you actually join the bar. You start practicing independently, you join a leading lawyer, you have certain qualities in yourself, that is, you have a common sense, you have courage, confidence, sound legal knowledge. These are the things which will take you at the top. But if you are planning to go into corporate sector, then of course the name of the college matters a lot, because the corporate for corporate sector placements, I mean, if you look at the track record of the NLUs, they give you 100% placement to their pass outs, and their annual package runs into lakhs and lakhs of rupees. So if you are planning to stick to the corporate sector, these colleges are a heaven, and they will give you that kind of sort of an impetus to your career. But having said that, I will say that after this initial impetus, your bright future is subject to how do you perform and how much effort do you put in to brighten it further.
Okay, ma'am. So here I am with the last question of today's interview. As mentioned, there's a big advantage that world is open to you. You have various of choices in these fields. But one question that I want to throw, that sometimes when field is vast, we are not able to decide. So I would be glad if you tell us that how we should choose between various fields of law.
All right. So again, as far as the answer to this question is concerned, the cliche saying of "you never know until you try" applies to this. So at times, students are clear, from their 10th standard in itself. Like I was in 8th standard, I was clear I want to do law. So at times students are clear and they accordingly choose their stream. I will still suggest that opting a stream it should not be based on your understanding of whether you want to do law or not in the future. You are still not very clear and some prompting is required. So there are so many areas and there are various criteria selection which can help you to go through this journey of selection process. At this point of time, when the students are still in their 12th standard, I mean, they should not be bothering much about it, because once you join the profession, you have to see that where exactly you want to work, which law firm is there, which you want to be associated with. So there are a lot of self-assessment tests that you can take. You can sit with the people who are in the profession. You can discuss the matter with those mentors. You have to see that which practice is a global practice, which will open a lot of avenues for you. So I will say that it should not be a hasty decision. It should be a well-plotted move. But I am sure as you will go and you will be ripe in the practice, you will realize that the interests are bound to change at later point of time also. So one should not think much about it, but of course the practices of arbitration, mediation, merger, acquisition, corporate sector, they are quite lucrative field and well-paying also.
Thank you, ma'am, for your enlightening words. On behalf of my school, I extend a hearty welcome to you and a vote of thanks for sparing time from your schedule to grace this occasion. Today, we had great opportunity to hear you, and this will surely be going to encourage us in our future events.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Incredible. Thank you, ma'am, for clearing our doubts and disseminating the information. Law in the present age takes complex forms in a world as layered as ours, and to look at some of the job prospects and career options in this field, let's welcome our next presentation.
Good morning, one and all parents here. Myself, Shresh.
And Idea.
And today we are going to talk about one of the most interesting and realistic careers in the field of humanities. Yes, it's law.
Law is rule of conduct imposed and enforced by the sovereign. The government regulates the conduct of citizens by passing necessary acts. In particular, it focuses upon two major divisions, namely the division between procedural and public law.
Now, if we talk about how to pursue law, so there are two major steps. The first is the 5-year plan and second is the 3-year plan. 5-year plan is for those students who have already done their 12th class and now want to pursue law. 3-year plan is for those students who have already done their graduation in any of their fields and want to pursue law as their career. Last but not least, enrollment in the State Bar Council is also a necessary step.
Moving further, we will talk about the skills and the eligibility criteria that brushes up a lawyer in his or her career. Firstly, law is a public-facing career in which a person must have a good interpersonal skills. Secondly, law is also a career which requires a lot of dedication and a sense of commitment.
Now, if we talk about the universities, the famous universities with 5-year plan are National Law University, Delhi, National Law College, Bangalore.
Now, let's have a look at the universities having 3-year courses in law. Firstly, Symbiosis Law College in Pune and secondly, Jindal Global Law School in Sonipat. Law is a career which provides lucrative career options such as teaching as a lecturer and practicing lawyer and many more.
Now, we'll talk about the remuneration. So, an average remuneration salary of a government lawyer is rupees 6 lakhs per annum and average salary of a judge is rupees 9 lakh per annum, and they may increase as the experience increases.
Law is a diverse field and in accordance to different cases, it provides different lawyers such as civil advocate, family advocate and many more.
Now, we'll talk about some famous personalities who have done eminent in the field of law and inspired us to pursue law.
One of them is Vrinda Grover. Vrinda Grover is a researcher, lawyer and a human and women rights activist in New Delhi.
Ranjan Gogoi. Ranjan Gogoi, born on 18th November 1954, is an Indian jurist who served as 46th Chief Justice of India. He was the first from Northeast to attain this position, and he is currently a Rajya Sabha member.
Every coin has two sides. So now let's have a look at the pros and the cons in the career of law. Pros in the career are ample of opportunities for learning new things. Knowing your legal rights. In today's time, the most important thing is to escape the filth of the society to know the law.
Now we talk about cons. So, it is stress. Law is a very stressful career as it compiles of lot of responsibilities. Second is race, competition. If we talk about competition, so when everyone is hustling to be at the top, law isn't an exception. Thank you and may you have a grateful career.
It was indeed a learning experience for the students who got a broader picture about law as a career.
Now, let's get back to the linguistics section through this role play.
Hello, Kashish.
Hey, Aaron. You know what? I just received a message from our school principal that there is a reunion of our class batch.
Oh, Kashish, I have also received the same message. She was calling us to motivate students about different career options, and especially the one we are doing after getting specialized in foreign language.
There is no need to get pressured only for civil services jobs. But if the children learn other languages, they can also do jobs.
Good morning, students. It's pleasure to announce that today we are having two different personalities, Kashish and Aryan, who have made their career in foreign languages. Now they are going to share their experience related to career in foreign languages. It's really a great opportunity for you all to gain some insight about this career.
Good morning, student. My name is Aryan, and learning foreign language in 21st century has a lot of advantages. Not only this, but it also increases your chance of getting employment alongside with your graduation.
You can also pursue graduation in any of the foreign popular languages, as there are a lot of great opportunities after pursuing graduation.
Yes, and some of the main and most popular foreign languages are French, Italian, Spanish, Russian, etc.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could you share the information of types of courses and the duration of those courses? Yeah. First of all, there is certificate course in Japanese, French, and other languages. The duration of these courses vary from 1 to 2 years.
Excuse me, sir. Do we have any Indian university offering these courses in foreign languages? And can you please tell me the admission procedure too?
Yes, you can choose different programs according to your career path you want to indulge in. One need to have 45% of aggregate in 12th standard and English as one of the main subjects. Then you need minimum percentage for entrance exam.
Diploma and certificate can be opted by those who want to do either of the following. Want to enhance their skills, want to have skills in a particular language, and want to do job in a particular country. Can you share some of the colleges in India that are offering foreign languages?
Yes, there are different colleges that give you a course of foreign languages, but some of them are BHU Varanasi, Amity Jaipur, Lovely Professional University Punjab.
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me which languages these colleges offer?
These colleges offer various languages, but some of them are Spanish, Italian, Japanese, Korean. But do you know what are the advantages of pursuing foreign language?
No, ma'am. Could you please tell us? So let me tell you the advantages of pursuing foreign languages. You can be translator, interpreter, and can also do sales marketing.
Sir, if I pursue this course, what would be the salary structure and opportunities for job?
You can do data entry or some other job. You can also be a teacher or a lecturer. You can also do social media roles and can have a good exposure.
I hope students, your all queries have been addressed to you satisfactorily.
Thank you, ma'am and sir.
Whatever you told us was quite informative and we have gained a lot of knowledge.
I have gained a lot of information too.
Learning foreign language and the culture that goes with it is the most useful thing you can do to broaden the empathy and the imaginative sympathy and can have a cultural outlook of children.
I sincerely hope that today's session on foreign language must have been very informative for all of you. I hope you will take full leverage out of this session.
Thank you. Oh, inspiring and didactic. The internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow. Let us explore some exciting career options in digital marketing and social media related jobs through an animation.
Hey Alex, what are you doing?
I am studying digital marketing.
What? What marketing?
I said digital marketing.
Well, what is that?
Digital marketing, also called online marketing, is the promotion of brand to connect with potential customers using the internet and other form of digital communication.
Okay. But what all skills are required in this field?
One must have the ability to analyze data and draw insights. Also, it is desirable to have organization and project management skills. Coupled with that, knowledge and appreciation of automation, UX skills and an understanding of the customer is also essential prerequisite.
Wow. Well, are there any Indian colleges that provide degree in digital marketing?
There are many colleges that provide degree in BBA and MBA like IIT Mumbai, Manipal University Karnataka SDMI School of Digital Management.
Seems to be amazing. What are the various career options in this field?
There are ample opportunities in companies like Growth Hackers, iProspect, Vet Consult, whereas in abroad you will find Dentsu in Tokyo, Japan, WebFX in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
But what is the remuneration in this field?
The average salary of a digital marketing manager entry level is approx rupees 5 lakhs per annum in India, whereas a senior digital marketing manager's salary ranges between rupees 7 to rupees 10 lakhs with over 5 to 9 years of experience in the industry.
What are the pros and cons in this field?
Digital marketing provides access to a vast audience and the capability for super specific targeting. Digital marketing offers superior tracking and metrics. Also, digital marketing's exposure is expanding, but every profession has a flip side. Similarly, digital marketing can lead to content and email overload.
I will do more research about it. Well, I must say I am really interested in it now that I have gained some insight about it.
Informative, fun, as well as involving. Very well presented course.
The details are not the details, they make the design. And while everything is designed, few are designed well. If you have an aptitude for technical drawing and illustration, good communication skills, coupled with a creative and artistic flair, then this presentation is a must-watch for you. Let us look at this interesting array of designing, interior, textile, clothing through our next presentation.
A very pleasant morning, everyone. Today, we are going to present a role play pertaining to the career option of interior designing.
You seem to be in low spirits today. What's the matter, dear?
Sir, I need your help. I need some assistance regarding my choice in interior designing.
Surely, I will try to help you to the best way of my capacity. Let me take you to the counselor. She would be the right person to provide you with assistance.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, ma'am. My student needs some guidance regarding his career option in interior designing.
Fine now. We are going to help you in the best way as possible.
Good morning, students. I am Divya and she is Vidushi. We are certified counselors.
Now, first of all, tell me, do you love decorating the space around you?
Yes, ma'am. Good. The job of an interior designer is to come up with idea and conceptualize the design keeping the environment of a particular space in mind.
Ma'am, what is the eligibility criteria to become an interior designer?
Nice question raised. To be an interior designer, one must have qualified master's and bachelor's degree in interior designing. Alternatively, you can also opt for a diploma or a certificate course in interior designing. And in addition, you should possess some basic skills like creativity, vision, designing ability, and out-of-the-box approach.
Ma'am, which are the top colleges in India to become for interior designing, and what is the fee structure?
So, the top colleges are Pearl Academy in New Delhi, Ansel University in Gurugram, Sirio Valley in Bangalore. And the fee structure for the same is 1 lakh to 6 lakh per annum.
Really? And ma'am, what are the employment sectors I can pursue?
You can find employment opportunities in the following areas: architectural firms, retailers, interior designing companies, constructional companies.
And ma'am, most importantly, what are the pros and cons of becoming an interior designer?
Pros of becoming an interior designer are that you get a chance to work in an environment full of life and colors. Your creativity leads you to turn your imagination into reality. As you are a part of your job, you get to interact and communicate with many people, which is good for some networking.
Now I would like to tell you about some cons for becoming an interior designer. An interior designer cannot execute his or her idea without manpower resources. One of the biggest challenges can be dealing with clients regarding payments, as in the project will consume you a lot of time before it actually shapes up.
Wow, it seems a lucrative option. I'm surely gonna try for this. Thank you.
Delightful enactment that really helped clear our thoughts.
Vocational education programs have made a real difference in the lives of countless young people nationwide. They build self-confidence and leadership skills by allowing students to utilize their unique gifts and talents. There are some futuristic courses that will surely boost up the working sector. Let's have a look at the array of these vocational courses.
Health is a state of complete harmony of the body, mind, and spirit. When one is free from physical disabilities and mental distractions, the gates of the soul open. Let us explore some awesome opportunities in fitness and wellness courses through this next role play.
We human beings do care about one thing, which we consider to be extremely important and necessary for keeping us going in our daily lives, and that is health. We want to keep it checked and under certain regulations to keep our body fit and fine.
Therefore, we often look for a person who is expert in this field, who can not only help us understand our body better, but also use us for exercise. We need an expert who knows about the nutrition requirements for the body and can not only bring it under control, but also accelerate the functioning by helping it to grow better and positive.
That is exactly why fitness trainers are hired, and with the increasing demand, these job opportunities have created another career option for the people out there who are interested in fitness and sports. Now, Ayush Agrawal, PTI of our school, is going to guide us more about this topic.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. So today in this class, I have something different to discuss with you. I will ask you some questions which you have to answer. What type of questions, sir? Okay. Now can you tell me why do we study physical education and about fitness?
Yes, sir. It's only to bit fast.
No, it's not. Well, this is not a problem with you only. Many people in India are unaware of these subjects. So today in this class, I will tell you all about fitness career opportunities. So what is physical fitness? It is the ability of our body to work together efficiently to allow us to be healthy and perform activities on daily basis. Career in health and fitness is very popular, especially among those with a background that includes athletics. Career in health and fitness is very good. To get into this, one should know about its top colleges, eligibility criteria, and degrees.
Sir, do we have to get professional qualification for this?
Yes. First comes bachelor's degrees in kinesiology and exercise science, biomechanics, sports and fitness management, and physical education.
Sir, what about eligibility?
You should have physical education and physical science as your subjects, and at least 50% marks in class 10 plus 2.
Sir, do we have colleges for physical education as well?
Yes. Some of the world's best universities are University of Texas, University of Virginia, James Madison University, and University of Michigan.
Do we have to go to abroad for this?
No. Some Indian universities are Lakshmibai College of Physical Education, Indira Gandhi Institute of Physical Education and Sports Science, and BBCS College of Physical Education.
Do we have to spend 3 years in getting this?
No. The Indian Board of Alternative Medicine is one of the best institutes that provides a diploma of 1 year.
Sir, I have a question. Which institute provides us certificates?
Some institutes which provide certificates are SE, ISSA, NASM, NESTA, etc. There are many job opportunities in this field. You can become a yoga instructor, a fitness instructor, a personal coach, or a fitness coach. There are many jobs and a high demand.
That's interesting, sir, but one question is continuously pondering in my mind. Even these days, not many people are involved in fitness-related careers. Is the salary decent for it?
Pretty good. In private school, you get a salary of 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs per annum, and in government school, you get a salary of 5 lakhs to 6 lakhs per annum. There are high demand at university level with a salary of 10 lakhs and more. And these are all for beginners. The salary increases with experience.
That's interesting, sir. That means fitness-related career is one of the best careers.
Yes.
Sir, is there any pros and cons in this field?
Yes. If you want to be a physical education teacher or a coach, you should always be fit in order to teach your students. And as you all know, health is wealth. So stay happy and fit.
In fitness-related careers, people are on high demand. But yes, in India, people show less interest in fitness-related careers.
That was truly illuminating. We're definitely more acquainted with this career option now.
Advertising is a means of communication with the users of a product or service. The main job of an advertisement is to convey messages to people that persuade them to buy commercial products, services, or draw attention towards social issues. Advertising is one of the principal divisions of any company that ensures its competitiveness in the industry. To see how to excel in this field and pursue it, let's watch an animated film.
What are you doing, Arun? You are sitting here for pretty long.
Mom, I can't find a nice career for myself. I don't know what to do.
Oh, I see. But first tell me, what would you like to eat?
Maggie, Maggie, Maggie.
Okay. 2 minutes, Maggie coming soon.
2 minutes later.
Here, eat up.
Thanks. Time for lunch.
Be careful. Do not split it.
Yes.
I told you just a second ago, are you half asleep?
Sorry, don't worry, Surf Excel Hana.
What? Wait, what we were talking about, your career.
What about it?
You always use name of the brand, not product name. It looks like advertisements has a strong impact on you. You should be an advertiser, you might have a natural talent for it.
You think so? It's just that because nowadays advertising is everywhere in this growing economy, so you might be correct for the career option.
Yes, that's true.
Please tell me more about the career.
Sure, advertising is a career which needs different educational backgrounds. It has more than 204 jobs divided into 2 categories, namely executive and creative. The most starter salary is Indian rupee 96,000 to Indian rupee 180,000 per annum. Further, flair for language and excellent communication skills are essential factors for breaking into the realm of the advertising. It has regular incomes and easier opportunities for promotion. But it is also competitive. So, keep in mind, recognitions are hard to gain. You might even face high workload and pressure sometimes, like any other job. What do you think?
Now, I am even more curious and motivated, but I don't know where to start.
To start being an advertiser, you need a college degree. There are many departments in advertising, like course in commercial art, journalism, mass communication, BJMC, etc. Also, all good institutions offer internship as part of the curriculum. The colleges in India for being an advertiser are Indian Institute of Mass Communication, Narsimhanji Institute of Management Studies, Symbiosis Institute of Media and Communication, etc. The average fee for advertising colleges are 1 lakh rupees per annum.
That's great, but I'm not sure if this is the right career for me.
If you are enthusiastic, naturally driven, optimistic, and have the ability to multitask, then advertising is the best career option for you.
But what about the job opportunities, Mom?
Don't worry. Job opportunities in advertising include advertising manager, sales manager, creative director, etc. But this sector has many positive and negative aspects as well, my son.
What?
Well, it is a challenging and satisfying job both. It has hefty growth prospects that are one of the best in our country. It will give you heavy pay packets with dollops of project-related incentives. But, at the same time, this industry is known for its extremely long working hours, high pressure and stress-inducing work environment. So, you need to be extremely careful in choosing it for you.
I think I get it now. I will become an advertiser and will also suggest it to my friends too. Advertising is a nice career with a good success rate. We should also inspire others to be one too.
Wow, that was insightful, very well animated, covering all the possible aspects.
To manage various functions of dairy, dairy owners need a dairy management system. It can ease a variety of dairy processes like cattle management, member management, report analysis, accounting and finance, milk supply, and many more. Let's watch a poster presentation to explore some of the career options in dairy project management.
Country Delight Daily Life A1. Does it ring a bell? Do you know these brands? Brands like these are the raw and improved names in the field of dairy product management. Gone are the days of those old and ordinary brands, but now dairy product management has improved the quality of all the dairy necessities. But isn't it surprising that we use such products but don't know much about the industry, the people who make the whole process so seamlessly without glitches?
Dairy management is the administration of dairy technology to ensure that there is no hindrance in the manufacture and production of products, increasing demand and supply, and creating a market for dairy products. Like other careers, the management of dairy business is rather different. It is done at a micro level, and the dairy farmers usually set their goals, provides the management, and performs a part of labor as well.
Taking up a professional course is important to improve your performance in a given career. So for this career, we need to offer a dairy management course. It is a 2-year long course and mainly focuses on technical aspects involved in dairy production, dynamic operation involved in dairy farming. Students who can go for the particular course should have completed graduation from a recognized college or university with a minimum of 45% marks. It is relaxable for the reserved category candidates.
There are certain skills required to do better in this field. Hard work is the key to success. It is at the top of all basic requirements to do anything. Next is the problem solving skill, technical skill, scientific analysis, organization skill, management skill, and the working skills.
Although there are many colleges that are offering such courses, but the top ones are the National Dairy Research Institute, Dairy Science College, College of Dairy Science and Technology, Anand Agricultural University, Jawaharlal Nehru Krishi Vishwavidyalaya.
The admission procedure gradually varies from college to college. Many institutions provide the course on the basis of the marks secured in the particular entrance exam. On the other hand, the various colleges provide selection on the basis of merit. Therefore, students are advised to understand the procedure of various colleges before applying for the course, and the fee structure varies from 2 lakhs to 5 lakhs per annum.
Top entrance exam for the dairy management course are CAT, MAT, XAT, SNAP and CMAT.
People with this degree can work as farm manager, assistant quality manager, sanitarian, dairy quality manager, head of farm services.
For an individual with graduation in this dairy technology course, the major recruiters would either be in the government industry or in the private firms. Some of the well-known and reputed companies are Amul, Mother Dairy, Paras, Dynamics Dairy, etc. The individual can earn up to 36,000 to 1 lakh, depends upon job profile and experience.
Every coin has its two sides. Just like this career also have its own pros and cons. The advantages are, unlike other careers, the initial investment is very low, it is eco-friendly, income is guaranteed, and it is a demanding career.
The obstacles in this field are, firstly, the gases produced can give rise to greenhouse emissions, there are long working hours, and the cattle reared can become ill and spread diseases. Overall, it is an incredibly fascinating career option which will leave you mesmerized with its depth and scope.
That was highly enlightening and informative.
Only after the last tree has been cut down, the last river has been poisoned, the last fish caught, only then will you find that money can't be eaten. We shall require substantially new manner of thinking if mankind is to survive. That's what a green marketer is assigned to do. Green marketers plan and implement campaigns to generate interest in sustainable products and services. With that being said, let's dive into our next segment depicting green marketing and space management.
Nature is the world around us. Every one of us admire the boundaries of nature. It provides home shelter to all living beings. Mother Nature helps us to sustain our life. It is our companion since eternity, but we are deterring due to our greed. As a result, beautiful forests have been destroyed and rivers have been polluted. Today, world was facing biggest problem of global warming, which has a serious impact on our environment.
Good morning all present here. I welcome you in today's special session on awareness of environment. We have our eminent environmentalist, Ms. Vanchika and Ms. Meg Solanki with us. Both of them have been playing an important role on preservation of forests in Himalaya. Ms. Vanchika has got IGPP award by Ministry of Government and Ms. Meg Solanki has got Excellence of Champions of Earth award, which is United Nations highest excellence award. So first of all, please tell something about you, like how, when and why did you want to become an environmentalist?
Well, when I was in 7th grade, I was going to Delhi on vacation, and over there I realized that the place was very polluted and a lot of people were throwing single-use plastic in the roadside and lakes. At that time, I decided that we can use technology as a weapon to fight against pollution and save the world.
Okay, as you just said, technology as weapon. What do you mean by this term?
Well, as we know that the world is increasing its ability in technology day by day, I think we can use this achievement in a positive way to save the world from pollution and other environmental problems. Till date, many of the practices have been done, like renewable sources of energy like solar, wind and hydroelectric power have become much more cheaper and widespread. And not only this, many people in India are running off to job, so we can get a job and also can help to save the world.
Wow, how can one do that? Getting a job and saving a planet?
There are many ways for that. One of the best ways is green marketing, which refers to the marketing of environmentally friendly products and services.
And what does green marketers do? What's their main job?
The main job of green marketer is to promote goods and services. They mainly focus on products which are environmentally friendly, like solar speakers, electric vehicles, and many more.
I'm excited to know more about this field, like how to become a green marketer.
Well, green marketer is an eco-friendly marketing. So, in order to become a green marketer, one should have a bachelor's degree and related field with experience.
And what type of skills are required to become a green marketer?
Basically, green marketing involves advertising, and to advertise, one needs to have various skills like analytical and communication skills, strong decision making and execution of work. Also, he or she should have wide computer knowledge.
So can you suggest some of the colleges one can prefer for it?
Yes, there are many top environment management colleges. Some of the best colleges are Saga University, Noida, Mount Carmel University, Ahmedabad and many more.
After all these details about field marketing, now it's time to get the most important answer, that is about salary.
Salary is one of the main reasons of doing job in India. So salary in this career is 9 lakh per year in the beginning and increases to 15 lakh per year with growing experience.
Amazing. This career is best for nature-loving ones.
Yes, as we all know, we consumed our generation shares. So to save the world, we have to find a way.
Thank you, ma'am, for joining us. It was really a great moment to have you here.
We'll never forget this. Very well explained. Deserves a round of applause.
If you're a good hacker, everyone will know you. But if you're a great hacker, no one will know you. Hacking is a great profession. If used in the right way, in the right direction, it can be a cyber savior. But a wrong intention can turn it into a cyber threat. Ethical hacker is a career that will prove to be a future trend in the cyber world. To know more about this profession, let's welcome our next presentation.
Oh, hey Nikhil. Hi Anushka.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. There's no need to stand, you can sit. Sit, Amey. Yes. So this is Amey.
Hi. Hi.
You remember that data breach that happened last week? Amey was the one who saved that data. He's our hacker.
Hacker? But isn't hacking illegal?
No, hacking is perfectly legal and it is one of the fastest growing and most paid professions globally. An ethical hacker is one who penetrates a computer network, a computer system, or an application on behalf of owner's authorization.
That's cool. You must be very skilled.
Yeah, I personally am very skilled, but the basic skills required to become an ethical hacker are that you should have a working knowledge of various operating systems. You should know about the latest penetration system, and you should have experience in the area of network security.
But how can someone be eligible for it?
For an undergraduate course, a candidate must pass class 12th or any another equivalent class in any another recognized board. Though many of the Indian institutes and Indian colleges conduct entrance exams, which a candidate has to pass so that he can opt for the ethical hacking course. For a postgraduate degree, a candidate must do a bachelor's in science. For a candidate with a non-engineering background, they must do a BSc in cybersecurity or cyber network to become an ethical hacker.
But are there enough colleges for ethical hacking courses?
Yes, certainly. There are many reputable colleges that provide ethical hacking courses, such as NIIT Neemrana, Sage University Indore, IIIT Hyderabad. We hired Amey through a college internship program.
What is the entry procedure to these colleges?
Just like any other course, you would have to pass an entrance exam. The entrance exams in India by which you can become an ethical hacker are UPE SEAT, KIITEE and JEE.
These courses must be expensive.
Not at all. These courses are not at all costly. The undergraduate course would cost you about 3.5 lakhs per annum, and the postgraduate course would cost you just about 4.7 lakhs per annum only.
What is the job profile in this career?
By getting these degrees, you can work in many fields of jobs. You could become an information security manager, a penetration tester, an ethical hacker itself, and many more.
So who are top recruiters?
Companies like Infosys Limited, Wipro Technologies, and companies like ours need ethical hackers to keep our data safe and secure. Even the government needs ethical hackers.
You must be making some money.
Sure, but a certified base level ethical hacker can earn up to 3.5 lakhs per annum. The average salary of ethical hacker in India is about 6 lakhs per annum, which can increase up to 40 lakhs with experience and time.
Isn't it hard being an ethical hacker?
Nikhil, I think everything comes with its perks and challenges. The perks of being an ethical hacker are a high degree of creativity, a technically challenging and interesting job, and it's certainly a cool field. And while the cons are that it can be hard to get into this field, you have to figure some things yourself out, and your grandparents may think you're a criminal, but all in all, the pros outweigh the cons here. Am I wrong, Amey?
No, I absolutely agree with you. So now if you're done with my interrogation, can we get a cup of tea?
Oh, sure.
That was an engrossing presentation. There is never an ending, just the start of a new beginning. Time flies, and with this we come to the conclusion of our Career Fair 2021.
Now, I would like to invite our Reverend and very learned Vice Principal, Ms. Purnima Thakur ma'am, to extend the vote of thanks.
Thank you, dear Akshita. A very warm good afternoon to you all. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose a vote of thanks on the last day and second day of the Virtual Career Fair 2021 in Vandana International School. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty God for the resounding success of this program. I convey my heartfelt thanks to all expert panelists of yesterday and today, who with their great academic experiences guided our students and shared their success mantra with them. We are indeed beholden to you all. I owe my special gratitude to the chairman of Vandana International School, Dr. V.P. Tandon, and Madam Vandana Tandon, co-founder of the school, for their stewardship, guidance, and motivation. I'm equally thankful to the vice chairman and academic director of Vandana International School for their unstinted support and encouragement. I also extend my heartfelt gratitude to dear coordinators, teachers, school counselor, IT team, technicians, and other employees of the school who showed their spirit with their oneness in the development of this school. I'm also very happy to place on record our appreciation for our dearest students who have made it possible to put up this grand show. Here, I would like to mention the name of our school IT council members who, with their expertise, help their mentors for this execution of the program. Their names are Lakshay, Raghav, Jasmine, Arpita of grade 12, Daksh, Ame, Abhinav, and Santush of grade 11, Manan, Mansi, and Anshul of grade 9. How can I forget our valued parents and well-wishers? I really extend my thanks to all our valued parents and well-wishers for their constant support and encouragement. I once again thank you all for your kind and gracious presence, best wishes, and blessings. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We sincerely wish to meet next year too, with renewed vigor and interest to delve deeper into the ecstasy of sense of togetherness, amity, and spirit of camaraderie. Thank you.